Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
I guess I got my swagger back.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while. You could miss it.
Are you ready?
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Hey, you up yet? You're hanging out in Johnny's house.
XL 1067.
Good morning. It is 5:59, Orlando's #1 hit music station. It's XL 1067. You are listening to Johnny's House on a Wednesday morning where it's going to be partly cloudy, no chance of rain. High today of 75, right now 59.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Brian, go ahead and get it ready because we're talking about Carol Baskin.
Oh,
And
no.
it is a new year, so why not kick it off with that?
Carol Baskin.
Yes.
What? Killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. What did you do? Fed him to tigers, they snacking. What's happening? Carol Baskin.
So Joe Exotic himself, he has made a GoFundMe account because the legal documentations are piling up on that dude. So Joe still owes $1 million to Carol's Big Cat Rescue for her trademark infringement lawsuit.
Damn.
And now he has $10,000 that he owes her from a dispute over an infamous Oklahoma zoo that he used to own. So he launched a GoFundMe asking for $500,000.
Wow.
He even reached out to the GoFundMe people, the head of the whole, the honchos, all of them.
He in jail, he got time.
Yeah, and so essentially he just wants to pay that bitch back, quote unquote, is what he said.
That's a good pitch.
Yeah,
I love that he hasn't changed one bit.
No, not
That's
at all.
a great pitch. I just want to
Not
pay
at
that
all.
bitch back.
So
Wow.
he said that in a heartfelt plea to GoFundMe, I will walk out of prison with my clothes on my back, a $1 million judgment, and no home or clothes. My health is deteriorating, and prison has not been kind. Simply put, I cannot get a fresh start until I pay that bitch Carol Baskin back. That is what he said to the GoFundMe people.
If you can't get anything from Tiger King, is that hate only hurts you.
I know.
This man hates. I've never seen that type of hate. His whole lifetime of hate.
Yeah. He literally has dedicated his
Life.
entire life to
To
hate
hate
her.
her.
That is like Joe Exotic's identity. It's
And
just
Really?
hates
I
Carol
I
Baskin.
feel like he's all over the place with her, though, because he's like, listen, we could be friends if you get me out.
Listen,
but hey,
okay,
I got to pay
Ray,
that bitch back. But
Ray,
hey.
Ray, you in prison. You going to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
Hey, please. Hey, let's hang out.
I feel like he quickly realized that wasn't an option, so
Yes.
now
Right.
he's like, all right, I'm done being fake.
Yeah, so I guess his attorney is kind of pissed at her, obviously. He says it's outrageous that Carol is running up these legal fees against a man with cancer and no assets. He pulled the cancer card, for
Hate
sure.
only hurts you. It does not hate the person that you hate.
So Cody Simpson's sister, I don't know if you saw this. This is crazy, but she's pretty lucky to be alive because she was diving into a pool, and it is so bad that she broke her neck the way that she dove into the pool.
It was too shallow.
Yeah, so she was immediately taken to an Australian hospital in ambulance on New Year's Eve after diving head first into the shallow end of a swimming pool, which a lot of people sometimes you even if you're not drinking, whatever, you just dive in and don't realize how shallow
Some people
it
do that
is.
at lakes. It happens in lakes a
Yeah.
lot.
So she hit her head on the floor, and she had two
Ay.
severe fractures in her neck. She's 23 years old. Obviously, Cody Simpson has been posting about her, but she didn't have any immediate surgery, but she's going to have to live in a neck brace for 4 straight months, all day, every day. So, I mean, if you can learn from somebody's mistakes, that is one right there. Just make sure when you're diving into a pool or a lake, you
It's
know
deep
how.
enough.
Yeah. Soldier Boy. He is
The first to what? That's his whole claim to fame.
Oh my God,
I'm
he
the
really
first to
is.
do everything.
He is making his acting debut.
Oh, want to be his
January
first role?
21st. I guess it's in a show called Being Draco. So it's on Revolt TV. Does anybody have Revolt TV?
I've literally never heard of her.
I haven't. I just never stopped on it.
Believe it's one of my options,
Yeah.
but I don't think I've ever stopped on it.
Yeah, that's why I'm I feel like there's random things that pop up on it, including this. But he's starting off the year by announcing that he is going to be an actor. He did an Instagram live talking about his role. And it's a new channel, basically. I think.
That's P. Diddy's.
Yes, yeah. Diddy is the one that founded it. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. He said that he's still a rapper, period. He's not giving up that career yet, but he is now acting. So.
They have 2 radio shows on there, The Breakfast Club and Big Boy's Neighborhood. that they actually show the actual show.
Oh,
on remote.
really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
All right, let's get it started, y'all. It's Wednesday morning. You are listening to Johnny's House. .07 Wednesday. It's Johnny's House.
It's going to be partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now it is 59.
When you're going on your own personal vacation, it can be stressful. There's a lot of things you need to get done in this day and age. You got tests, blah, 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 blah. But I ain't never been so stressed out on somebody else's vacation.
Yeah. Looking at Ray right now is stressing me out. Before the show started,
Just
she
ignore
was
that
like,
I'm here
she was
today.
like deep breathing, and I was like, oh boy.
You know what? Yesterday, when she came in this morning, I said, okay, you know, she ran out of here because she had to get the COVID test. So when she came out, I was going to text her yesterday. I'm like, well, you know what? She probably got it and everything's cool, or she would have said something. All right? So as soon as she got in, I'm like, so you get the test? Now! And I felt like this. We're going to talk about it later today.
I didn't know you had already asked her. I wouldn't have asked.
And you know what?
Because I was in the studio when you asked.
The whole way here, I prepped myself that was going to be the first question out of all of you, besides Detroit, because I texted her.
And not only us, the our neighbors at the rock station.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah.
All of them.
Bob.
You should have just wore a shirt today that said, no, I did not get tested yet.
Taco Bob, first thing. Good morning, y'all. You get your test done?
Yeah, and it was like,
Nope.
we're all ready to celebrate with you. You know, all right, so now you're one step closer to getting to that vacation that you didn't have all of last year because everything was canceled. And then you also just found out that your travel visa or something wasn't.
No, so you have to have an authorization to get into Jamaica.
Yeah.
And I applied, you know, all this stuff. And then all of a sudden I just got like approval for Missy. And mine's not approved yet, so I'm redoing it right now.
Maybe they do it by alphabetical order, and her name starts different than yours.
Maybe.
Or maybe they did a background check.
Maybe, and that doesn't matter because I'm not a felon
You've
or
been to
anything
Jamaica
like
before,
that.
right?
I have, but I was 10. That was before.
thought you
race.
Oh, you haven't been since then.
For your record.
Right. Well, you might be on that no travel list.
Bro, I thought you were about to say, you've been to jail before you said Jamaica.
Oh, no. No, because I thought, well, she's been
Rude.
before, and so they already know what they're getting. But
Yes.
they didn't know. I didn't know that. I
I
thought
didn't
that.
know. Listen, things have changed. I haven't done a lot of traveling either.
I'm just saying, if you are planning on leaving the country,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that process right
Yeah.
now is just.
Yeah, but my Mexico one was painless.
Yeah.
Were you on a cruise?
No, we flew.
You flew?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was getting back in was. You know, you got to get tested before you leave, and then you have to go. You have to go like to an app and verify some stuff. So there were some hoops, but like none of this craziness.
I don't know if they're just like.
My cruise was even easier, but my flight to Mexico wasn't bad.
And in Jamaica, I mean, they rely on the tourist industry.
That's it. That's all they got.
Because Mexico's like this. Listen, we're going to deal with whatever. Y'all just keep coming.
I don't know.
Right.
Is it Jamaica though, or is it the resort that you're
It's
staying
Jamaica.
at? Okay.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Because I did like the resort stuff, but now this is like to get into
Get
the
in.
actual country.
Wow.
I mean, I got into Cuba without any papers, so
Oh, yeah.
you'll be all right.
Now, here's the thing about it. Here's the funny thing about it, because I do believe that everything's going to happen for you.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen is you're going to have all this paperwork that you've been working on for a couple of months.
I have a stack over there.
And you're going to hand it over to them. And this is how they're going to do in customs in Jamaica.
They're not even going to
Go look at it.
I guarantee you,
Guarantee it.
that's what's going to happen.
Guarantee it.
You know, we
Guarantee
I'm going to
it.
say read it again.
we went
Read it
through
again.
so many hoops for me in Cuba, and they literally did not care.
Didn't care.
Like, I want you to read out loud every single sentence on this paper.
And I get it, and I know what it is for. Because if something, God forbid, were to happen to me,
Yes.
they have all the paperwork that says that
Yeah.
I consent to
You
this,
can't-
I
yeah,
did
you
this.
can't sue the
I
country.
literally just
Yeah.
said that I would pay $1 million in Jamaican dollars if
Yeah.
I lied on my
Well,
paperwork.
that's like $38.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either.
But I'm telling you, you're going to sit there, you're going to be proud. Because you took hours to
Yes.
get all that stuff together.
I'm
and
gonna-
it's gonna be neatly done, and you're going to hand it to them, and they sit back and look at you. All customs, American
I'm going
custom,
down
all
the
of
hall
them.
to get like a manila
Yes.
folder to
Yes.
look official when I show up to the airport tomorrow.
And they're going to be like this.
Get a briefcase.
And knowing Ray going to say something like, "Are you having a good day?" And he's like,
Yeah.
and then look past you for the next person.
We had to go through a bunch for the cruise too, and I did the same thing. I went up there and I got everything in order,
Yes.
and it's all like folded over so
Yep.
I could get to that
Yep.
page. And I handed it to the person, and they looked at my passport and they said, "Welcome aboard." And I'm like, "What? You made me go through all of this?"
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're going to be fine, but I know it's easier to hear us say you're going to be
Yeah.
fine
I know.
and
Yeah.
than to actually
Yeah.
think it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever gone through customs where they were that they look at your passport, they do something on their computer screen, they look at you again.
Yeah.
What are you here for? Pleasure. How long are you here? 3 days. Enjoy yourself.
If they
Next.
say
Yeah.
no, just run in. Like,
Oh, I'm taking a canoe.
just run in.
I'm taking the rest of the month off, and I'm taking a canoe to Jamaica.
Get a few people to do it with you. They can't stop all of you.
Well, good luck, man.
Thanks.
I tell you, because you are. I'm cheering you on.
I think I'm just traumatized from everything else, from like
Yeah.
Vegas, Key West, like all these other trips being canceled. That I'm like,
You know how it is if you ever watch those shows about space and they have this thing that's about to happen and then they get through and everybody in mission control goes, yeah!
Oh,
That's how I'm going to feel when I hear you on the plane. Ray's on the plane, yeah!
Well, wait till she gets
Woo!
into Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yes.
The plane part will be easy.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to hit us up when you actually get on the bus.
Woo!
when I
And
have my first Jamaican beer in my
listen,
hand.
we're going to be here hugging each other, high fives. She made it, y'all. Yeah! Yeah, boy!
I'm gonna be the first caller on Friday.
First caller, first thing we're going to say, why the hell are you up?
She's going to get through. They're going to stop at a checkpoint, get on the bus, walk down the aisles. You come with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it's going to all work out for
Thanks,
you.
guys.
You just got to go through all of this. First call of the day. Let's get it started. You call us, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Wait till we come back and start talking again, and then you call, and you'll be the first one we talk to. Kick the show off today right here on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station. It is 623. This is Johnny's house.
Partly cloudy day today with highs around 75. Right now it is 59.
Call us. Call us. Be the first one we talk to. First call of the day, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. All right, trying to get back into a routine. Yesterday, went home, took a nap, and I got some. I forgot during the break I bought blackout curtains. And I woke up and I thought it was morning, and I thought I was late for work. It took me a while to go. And then I got my brain back together. Picked the kid up. He's like, "Oh, I have homework tonight." I'm like, "Okay, all right. I ain't got to tell you. Nope. Okay.
Day one homework.
Oh, I'm done. Made dinner. Did a Zoom call with the team from Baby DJ to talk about how things went, anything we can do better, that type of thing, and then just called it a night. I had a sniffle. I'm like, uh-oh.
Don't tell Ray that. Ray's going to look sideways all day long.
I'll leave right now.
Listen, you know anything. Your ear hurts. Uh-oh.
Oh, no, I know. Well, last night, I went for a run yesterday, and last night I was like, my chest.
Uh-oh.
My chest hurts.
Uh-oh. I'd have gone on a run. My legs hurt. It's COVID.
It's a new variant.
But it is muscle pain.
It is
Yeah.
muscle pain.
Muscle aches. That's COVID.
It was a good day. Ray, how about you?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever. I left here immediately after the show. Thank you to Detroit for picking up some of my work. And I went to go get tested. They ran out of tests right when I got there. So bless the people that work at any testing site.
Yeah.
Like I
We're gonna
feel
talk
bad
about
for
you
y'all.
guys. Yeah.
So I just good luck today if you're listening. And then other than that, I went home and I tried to take a nap, but that didn't work out because I was just turning.
You got
Too
so much to
stressed.
do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I packed yesterday. I've been waiting last minute to pack, so I packed yesterday, and then that's pretty much it. I hung out with the kids, and
I always pack day off.
I can't.
If I got a flight at 10, I'll start packing at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I
My
pack,
poor friends have never been to like an all inclusive, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Do I pack towels?" And I'm like, "No, don't pack towels."
No.
Yeah. So we're excited.
No, you just pack what you want to wear at the bar.
That's it, pretty much.
At the bar and dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them do have like restrictions on what you can wear to the dinner parts, but I just skip those restaurants.
I remember this couple went off on this lady. I think I was in Jamaica, and this person said something had been going on in their life. I don't know what's going on, but they told her, "Listen, ma'am, you cannot wear shorts in the restaurant." And she goes, "You wouldn't have said it if we weren't black." And I'm like,
jeez.
I'm sitting there going,
Whoa.
well, I'm like, where did that come from? You guys are racist. I'm like, wow.
Also, you're in Jamaica. The majority of people.
Yeah, Jamaica doesn't have the same history
I
we
know.
have.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, y'all must be bringing that from home or something, because you really upset. All you got to do is either go to another restaurant
Yeah,
or put some pants on.
Yeah, and I'm proof that that's what happened.
Yes.
Because I am not. And I was also denied into, the hibachi restaurant because I didn't want to put on pants because I'm on vacation. I'm like,
Yes.
all right, cool. Then I'll just wait till I get back and go to
We
Kobe.
need to start planning a Johnny's house trip now.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, the problem
Now.
is we don't know what's going to be open and people can't take off work and then
Yeah.
it have be canceled.
Yeah,
Like
that's the whole thing,
Yeah,
man.
we're in limbo as to what's going to be allowed. That's the only reason we haven't
People are
done
coming at us saying, hey, what do you want to do? Blah, blah, blah. And,
Well, let's just plan it.
all right. B, how was yours, man?
it. Ray's like, I don't care if we
Yeah, I don't
upset
care.
people because
Hey,
it gets canceled.
Ray,
Whatever.
Ray, you just need to get past tomorrow.
I know.
You can't even get out the country. We're trying to get a whole group of 300 out of the country.
B, how was yours?
It was okay. I was so exhausted yesterday because I couldn't sleep the night before. So I had been up
Yep.
since like 1:30 and I just came to work early. And so I got home yesterday and I'm like, I'm sure I'm going to fall asleep, get a good nap.
Yep.
But I had like a mini panic attack about life yesterday
It
when I laid down.
happens.
Like,
Sometimes it happens.
My chest started to hurt. Like I was freaking out like
Yeah.
about, who's going to pay for this in 5 years
Yes.
and who's going to pay. I
Yes.
literally went down the rabbit hole of my entire rest of my life and how it's never going to work.
Oh, yeah?
But I was so tired, thankfully, I fell asleep in the middle of my panic attack, which was nice.
Yes.
I couldn't breathe for a second. I had to sit up. I'm like,
Oh my
I'm sweating.
I'm going to give you advice that, because I used to be like that, and you have to say this out loud. I'm not today. I'm not thinking about this today. You have to actually yell that out. I'm telling you, it'll change.
Throw Satan in there too. Not today, Satan.
It was so weird. I'm like, wow, I can't live right now. Like I can't, like I'm not functioning. This is so weird to me. Like my arms were tingling. I'm like, I'm
it's
gonna
an
have a heart
anxiety
attack.
attack.
It was so
Yep.
weird. It was over nothing. Like I was just, I
Yep.
happened to be laying in bed, so I started thinking about stuff, and then it just,
Yep.
went to the next, to the next, to the next. But I was so tired because I had been up for 13 hours that I fell asleep.
Yep.
So that's good.
Yep. Wow.
And then I also woke up not knowing what time it was. I didn't know if I was supposed to be at work. I just woke up going, what the hell, where am I?
So, yeah, I'm like, okay, y'all understand, unless you do these types of hours, you got to push your mind back together. Because your mind's like, you're at work. No, you're at home. Is it Saturday? No, it's Tuesday. Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't fall asleep until like 4 because I had to take my son to work and pick him up from school. So it was right, but it starts to get dark out.
Yeah.
So I woke up like literally not knowing. I busted out the door like I was the cops.
Yep.
My wife was sitting on the couch like, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
Huh? Okay.
So I would just sit there quietly for like 30 minutes, gather myself.
That's how you do it.
And then we watched a little TV and had some dinner and
I
stuff.
wonder whatever happens if it doesn't come back together.
I don't know.
I know that's some crazy stuff,
That's
man.
called pregnancy brain.
Is that what it is?
Running down the street butt naked.
It's the guy! Detroit, how's yours?
It was good. I had to run some errands yesterday, and then I got home. I tried so hard to not take a nap yesterday just because I also couldn't fall asleep Monday night. So I was like, I don't want to take a nap because I want to try to get back on a schedule. I ended up like closing my eyes for like maybe like 30 minutes. Luckily, some dude was knocking on my door, so that woke me up. I don't know what he was there for. I don't answer the door unless I know the person. So Evan asked me that yesterday too. He's like, "Why do you never answer the door?" I'm like, "Why should I answer the door? If I don't know who's there, one, I don't care what they're trying to sell to me, and two, how do I know they're not going to kidnap me?"
It's either solar panels.
He's like, "Why do you think everybody's trying to kidnap you all the time?"
Solar panels or Jesus. That's what they're selling.
Yeah. And he knocked twice, and I don't like when they like linger. Like if I don't answer the first time, like just leave.
Yeah.
You know. So I did that, and then we watched. We were almost done with all the Marvel movies. We watched.
Oh wow.
Infinity War last night.
So it all
we
makes sense
have
to
a
you
couple
now.
more. I mean, no. Every movie that we watch, there's like a little part where Evan's like, "Do you remember what that's from?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
We've watched so many hours of movies
Yeah.
in the last few weeks that they just all blend together at this point. But
Wow.
I mean, it's fun. I enjoy them.
Somebody rang my doorbell. I looked at them. They looked at me.
Yeah, I got up from the couch and I feel like they could see like my shadow in the window, but I was like, I don't care.
I'm not gonna hide. What you gonna yell at the door? Come to the door.
It's my house.
Yeah, really. I'm not coming
You
to-
came to my house.
I'm not coming to the door. Next time, just don't come to this door. XL, good morning.
Good morning, John.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
New
tried
call.
Were you gonna say something?
I said I tried calling you guys on Tuesday, but I missed it.
You know what? You didn't try hard enough.
Listen, I'm
If you really,
I'm here at 5 in the morning.
listen, if you really want to reach somebody, you can reach them. You know,
You're just
Really?
teasing her now.
you really can.
I know I can.
And if you need
Just
some
give
help,
me-
hit me on Twitter. I'll tell you how you can
Okay.
reach him for real.
Listen,
How about this, B?
real quick.
Yes.
Brian, your rum was a hit on my Christmas Eve party.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I have a nephew that lives in Chicago, and he's a really good bartender over there.
Yeah.
He fell in love with it.
Dang.
Wow.
Well, all right then. That's a great endorsement. Everybody go buy some Yo Host by Sprout.
It is.
Yes, it was really good. But I just wanted to say that I want to think positive. You guys are amazing, of course. Keep me going every morning. I enjoy it. And I just hope and pray that you guys stay blessed, stay together as a team, and continue to make me laugh every day.
Wow. That's beautiful, baby.
Oh, he called me baby.
New year, new opportunities.
Do not tease her like that.
That's
It'll
beautiful,
happen.
baby.
My little Grand Marnier drink will come. I have patience.
Well, listen, we got to carry on with the show, but it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
You too. You guys stay blessed.
You
All
too.
right. Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
And if you really want to reach someone,
I
go to
love
the
her.
website, type in that address in Waze.
Here it goes again.
I love when she calls. That's my favorite.
All right, listen, we come back. We're going to talk about being in traffic, man. People in traffic for 16, 18 hours in freezing cold. As long as you've been in traffic, we'll get into that next on Johnny's House. 639 Johnny's house.
It's going to be partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now it is 59.
I guess all those cars that were on Interstate 95 in Virginia, I guess it's open. They said almost 24 hours of people standing there. I saw a news story of a family who was vacationing here, and their flight kept getting delayed, and they said, man, forget all this. We going to drive.
Oh, yeah.
Got caught in it.
If that would have happened to us on our drive home, I don't know what I would have done.
24 hours. It's like they said we didn't go to the bathroom for 13 hours. 13 hours.
I'm peeing on the side of the road.
Yeah, that's when it's like you have
sure.
to make an exception for that. Like, I don't want to be put on the sex offenders list for peeing on the side of the road if I'm stuck in traffic. You literally don't have another option.
Goodness. They said that they stayed in the car with the car running on and off with the windows open because of carbon monoxide.
Well, the temps were going down, too, overnight. So it's like, dude, I'm going to freeze to death.
Can you imagine being somebody that, like, waited to the last minute to get gas that day? You're screwed.
Oh, yeah, no. And nobody can come and save you.
No. You're pretty much there. You know, there's a lot of families that got closer during that period. And there's a lot of couples that broke up, I guarantee. Don't say that. In that 24 hours, I'm sure they had couples that were happy, got mad at each other, broke up, got back together, and now everything's good.
Can you imagine if this happened before those little portable screens, back when kids didn't have anything to entertain them in the car?
Oh, hell no.
But think about it. You're sitting there, and your energy level is just dropping.
Yeah.
And if you don't have
Well, I mean, you got chargers. You got chargers thrown in the car. But could you imagine the time before that? Like, you know, my son didn't have those tablets and whatnot in the car.
All right, let's sing a song, y'all. All right, it's cold out. Ooh.
We're doing 100 bottles of beer on the wall over and over again.
Oh, my goodness. The longest I've been in traffic or highway-type traffic was 2 hours, and I think I was coming from Miami. And once I got to where it happened, it was like some car. There was an engine in the street. I don't know what the car was, but there was an engine in the street. But there were people got out of their car and started throwing the football around.
Oh, yeah.
After a while, you want to get out of it because it was a total standstill. So at that point, people are starting to get out of their cars. Then they see somebody walk down, and when that person walks back, they got a million questions. What's going on down there?
Yep.
But you're just sitting there. So I say about 2.5, 3 hours. Ray, longest you ever been in traffic? I ain't talking about this local stuff.
Yeah, I would say probably about 2 hours.
Okay.
And I was pregnant, and we were on our way to Hilton Head to go see Missy's parents, and it was on a bridge. And so, like, when you're on a bridge, you have nowhere to go.
No.
Like, you have nowhere to go. So
No.
people just had their cars in park. And I just remember freaking out because I'm like, I felt sick already from being in the car, and we were just sitting there. Sitting there, and you had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
For like 2 hours. Something happened at like the end of the bridge, and they had to close down like a road. And
here's the thing that starts an argument. I wonder what happened. I'm sitting here just like you sitting here.
Right. How do I know?
I got the same information
Why
you got.
aren't we moving?
yeah,
I don't know.
Got the same information you got.
I think Missy was a little lighter on me at that time because I was pregnant, and I was just like, she could see the fear in my face.
Yes. Like, hey, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
Be long as you've been in traffic.
I would say probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We were on
What
our
was
way
this?
back down south from being like up in the mountains, and something happened on the side of the road, and it caught the side
Yeah.
of the turnpike on fire.
Oh, wow.
So they had fire trucks, and they
Okay.
wouldn't let anybody pass until they make sure everything was out, because the median was on fire and the side of the road was on fire. So we all had to stop, like pretty far back. But same thing, people were playing football.
Yeah.
There were people that got lounge chairs out and just sat
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Because most people were coming back from vacation. We were coming
Yeah.
back from vacation. So you had all your stuff packed.
I just don't see myself so comfortable. I'm going to put out a lawn chair and just start chilling. I'd sit in the car. I'd sit on top of the car.
Yeah,
or-
there was some of those. There was the people that were walking down, checking it out.
Yeah.
They come back. Well, there's a fire down there. It's a big old fire.
What they telling you? They ain't telling me nothing.
There was one dude who actually grilled.
Okay.
Got out of grill.
Oh,
No.
nice.
Yeah, because we were on our way back down, and it was around New Year's because we used to spend that holiday in the mountains, and so it was probably someone from a bowl game or something.
Okay.
Because they had all the they have the New Year's Day bowl games. They probably had all their stuff for tailgating in the back.
See, you just
My
don't,
man popped out his little mini grill, had dogs on the grill. I'm like,
you don't know when it's going to kick in again. You know?
but I mean, you got a while though. I mean, we were backed up.
Goodness. Detroit, long as you've been in traffic.
Mine was probably also like an hour or two. It was when my family was taking a trip down here, and we drove, and we got stuck in Georgia for a couple hours in traffic. And it was hot for us coming from Michigan in the wintertime, but it was like right after.
What did y'all do? How many people in the car?
My whole family, so 5 of us.
How
It was
was
like right after my dad just got a speeding ticket too.
Oh.
So my mom was already a little on edge, so that just added a little fuel to the fire. So it was not a fun time. It was not enjoyable.
I can't see how
I feel
it
like things
was.
haven't been the same in my family since.
That was the moment.
Caused a lot of marital issues.
That was the moment things changed.
Yeah.
Broke the family.
Yeah.
I can see that 2 hours in the car after you got a speeding ticket, and there's a woman looking at you going, huh.
He was going 92 miles per hour. I'll never forget that.
Now, at any point doing 92, did your mom tell him to slow down?
No, she
okay.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
But as soon as she got the ticket, really, Joe? 92 and a 70? Are you serious? Just like that. I will never forget the number 92. It ended up being my dad's hockey number, too. I wonder if it was in spite of my mom.
This was the moment it all fell apart.
That's pretty awesome.
Well, listen, I got a pair of tickets to the Wedding Expo. It's happening on January 9th, 12 to 5 at the Orange County Convention Center. Everything about weddings and beyond is happening. I'm going to give them to you. All you got to do is tell us the longest amount of time you've had to stay in traffic. Some of these people up to 24 hours. 24. I would be knocking on glass, man. Y'all got any snacks or
Right, something.
Yeah.
Bag of chips. I got $20 for a bag of chips.
If someone had a grill and some dogs, they'd make some
yeah.
money.
Oh, yeah. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. XL Mobile, if you're going to text, that's 41067. Tell us on social media, and the live stream is up and running, and we're already talking to each other there. Long as you've been in traffic, we want to hear from you on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station on Wednesday morning. You are listening to Johnny's House. Right now, it is 6:53.
It's going to be partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now, it is 59.
I-95 traffic in there. Some people as long as 24 hours. 24 hours just sitting your butt in traffic. Couples made it. I'm sure some divorces. I'm sure somebody, probably had some babies, I would think. We need to stay warm. It's us in this car. It's 24 hours. You over there. I'm sitting over here. No? You don't think so?
I mean, there's cars all around you.
Yeah. Unless you got some blacked out windows, but
I want to find out for you the longest you've ever been sitting in traffic, and it happens, y'all. Let's see here. Chrissy, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, Chrissy. How long you been in traffic?
Actually, it's not myself. I work for a doctor's office,
Mm-hmm.
and we received a phone call yesterday from one of our patients who had to cancel because they were gridlocked in that I-95 traffic.
oh no.
Had been there for over 24 hours,
Oh,
and they said that they were not moving. They slept in their cars. They have 2 teenage twin boys. I'm like, do you have food? They're like, no, we just have water, but everybody's getting out of their cars and trying to help each other out with whatever they have, and blankets, and just everybody was trying to keep warm and just trying to share. With,
that is so cool. That's so cool that people, came together. And it seems like people do it.
Yes,
It just takes a rough situation, but people will come together.
Well,
Wow.
you know what? And it seems to be that that's what happens, truly. I mean, when we're in a crisis, no matter what it is, it seems to be that that's when people pull together, which just shows, humanitarianism as it is. And, I told her, I said, do you have any idea, what's going on, or, where anybody is? And she's like, no. And she said, and we're just trying to go down the line for people that are closer. And she said, we just have no idea, and we're just sleeping in our cars and hoping for the best. But she said, I can't even reschedule at this point because I have no idea when we're going to be out of here.
You know what? She's very responsible. That's a very responsible person. Because the last thing I would have been thinking about sitting in my car for 24 hours is I need to cancel my appointment. Y'all will hear that story when I get back.
No, because they're going to bill you. They're going to bill you for not showing up.
Oh, wow.
She's pretty amazing, but yeah, I mean, we
is
have
that true? If she wouldn't call y'all to build her?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
No.
You say y'all just over here telling lies on the radio.
No, there's a cancellation fee at a lot of
Really?
doctor's
A lot of
offices.
places.
Now, after hearing the story, they may have waived it.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, there is a lot of cancellation fees.
if you don't cancel within like 24 hours,
Yeah, exactly.
I got one bar left, ma'am. Listen, I ain't gonna be in the car because I'm stuck in traffic. Gotta go. Bye. Yes.
Exactly, but we always take into consideration situations too, and this is definitely a situation.
Now, is she? Does she live here in Central Florida?
Yes.
Okay, listen. Tell her we want to talk to her. Whenever, not now, not tomorrow, because I'm sure she's trying to get, 24 hours in the car with your family's kind of rough. But whenever she feels like it, we'd love to talk to her.
I'd fake my own death.
in front of everyone.
Brian always talking about going to the woods and being a lumberjack. You sitting there like, yo, bro, you're on the side of the road, okay? It might be cold and stuff, but you didn't make it far enough in the woods.
I'll be right back.
We see you. Thank you, Chrissy.
I'm going to go look for help. If I don't come back, just forget about me. Move on.
Brian, I see you people behind the tree, dog. I see you. All right. Come on back in life, bro. Be what they saying over there, man.
XMO powered by attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck, need a check, call Dan Newland. Someone said they were stuck in Jersey for 8 hours, and they were 7 miles from home. But the snow had gotten so bad that they couldn't go anywhere.
Oh, 7 miles. I swear, man.
I might risk it.
I might have to risk it. What'd you do with the car? I'll come back and get it tomorrow. Wow. Detroit, what do they say?
Somebody said 3 hours on the way back from Fort Lauderdale to Orlando. It was them, their wife, and their 3 kids, and 2 of the kids were under the age of 2 at the time. And then somebody else said about 2 hours, but it was because of a giant herd of buffalo in Yellowstone. They took about 35 minutes just across the road.
That was a beautiful thing to watch.
Cool.
I
Yeah,
would've
that's
watched
cool.
that.
Nature.
Yeah, I don't mind that. And Ray, what are they saying over there?
Somebody waited for 8 hours to get White Castle on opening day. That's what they consider traffic.
You weren't necessarily
8 hours.
stuck in the car.
You did that to yourself.
Oh, it better be good. It better be the best sandwich you ever had in
We
your
had
life.
White Castle when we broadcasted.
I know.
They're
I
pretty
get
delicious.
it. It was good.
Very delicious.
8 hours. All right, Miss Ray, what you working on?
Jason Derulo
Oh, he
went
bad.
off,
He bad.
attacked, physically attacked some people.
He bad. We'll talk about that next on Johnny's House.
What's up? This is Billie Eilish.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
This is Dua Lipa.
106.7
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so Jason Derulo, this dude, he went off on two men over in a Vegas hotel early yesterday morning. So I guess what happened is that he was getting off an escalator, and two men were shouting out, "Hey, Usher, F you, biatch." Of course, it's Jason Derulo. It's not Usher.
Yeah.
So obviously, he did not like that whatsoever.
He took them both on.
Whatsoever, because Jason Derulo charged towards them, knocking over several barricades and basically threw several punches to the man's face. And then security guards and passerbyers and everybody tried to step in and stop the fight. When it stopped, I guess what happened was the crowd was somewhat dispersed at the time.
Yeah.
And then someone else yelled, "Don't touch my boy." And so Jason Derulo ran back to continue to swing on the man. And the man fell to the ground. Security guards, of course, tried again to break it up. And it says that the two men do not want to press charges.
So weird.
Which is
because he's worth a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, you got to understand, in society, these guys got to go back to wherever they were trying to be hard, knowing they got beat up by Jason Derulo.
I wouldn't even care. You put me on a billboard saying, "This is what I got. This is my check."
Wear a shirt that says Jason Derulo hit me in the face.
You got beat up by Jason Derulo, man.
Yep. And got millions of dollars from it.
My back.
Yeah, so
I'm getting hurt.
Yeah.
He was just mad because they didn't know who he was because he says his name at the beginning of every song.
He has up to a year to move, or they have up to a year to move forward with the charges if they choose to do so. So maybe right then and there they don't want to, but you have up to a year.
So all the stories I saw said that the club that he was trespassed from is unnamed. So did they not?
He was trespassed from Aria, the hotel.
Oh,
okay.
So
those guys or Jason?
No, he was.
Jason Derulo.
Was he
Jason
really?
Derulo was
Well, yeah.
trespassed
Yeah.
and noticed from the Aria hotel.
So all of the things says is an unnamed club. I'm like, why are they trying to keep the club secret?
Yeah, that's
like,
weird.
Who cares?
Well, they have to do that, man, because celebrities, even though they go to Vegas, if you start something, man, not up in here.
Yeah. So Lamar Odom is tired of trending and being a trending topic. And
Stop doing dumb stuff.
I know. And of course,
real easy.
And I feel like every single time something happens with Khloe Kardashian or Tristan Thompson, he starts trending again as well because people are like, okay, so give Lamar another chance. But he said that it needs to come to an end when it comes to clout chasing, which, I mean, that's a stretch because we're living with a world of social media and everything. But he said that I see the tabloids are clout chasing to gain followers. It's 2022, cut the game. So I guess what's going on right now is that there is a clip from a 2019 appearance of an interview that he did on Uncensored.
Yeah.
And so that's the interview that he was talking about Taraji P. Henson, and they met in 2009 at an HBO party and all that stuff. So that interview is resurfacing. So he's kind of like, why are you guys reposting an interview from 2019?
Yeah.
You're just trying to get followers. You're just trying to get my name trending again. So that's why he's saying, not his own clout chasing, but they're using him to gain followers.
Well, yeah.
So is he personally trying to do a movement?
I guess so.
A nationwide movement. Say, okay, listen, I was going to post this, but Lamar Odom said, stop clout chasing, so I don't think I'm going to post
he's got a point, and I feel like there's so many celebrities. I know there's so many celebrities out there now that are trying to be listen, enough is enough. Why are you showing these older interviews?
Yes.
Everybody has seen this.
Yes.
What did you say yesterday about Lamar? He commented
on somebody. There was some page that posted the stuff with Tristan Thompson's apology to Chloe, and we always talk about I wonder what Lamar thinks, because Chloe did give a lot of chances to Tristan Thompson.
Yeah.
Lamar Odom was just axed out after one mistake. So he said, "I truly wish nothing but the best for her, and I'm hoping we can reconnect and talk one day as friends. She's a good person and deserves the world." Which was a very sweet thing of him to say.
Yeah. I think maybe because Tristan has a baby with her that it's okay, you're
for sure.
always going to be around. So I kind of get.
But he could have been the dude.
Yes. I know.
He just needs to admit I got a problem.
I know.
I got a
So
problem.
Betty White passed away last weekend, and somebody knows her worth now. When she passed away, $75 million is when she died.
That's
that
a
was
nice
her
amount
worth.
to have
Yeah.
in the bank. That's a
So
chunk,
people are saying that her favorite hot dog restaurant is now selling the Betty White Naked Hot Dog. So that's a way to remember her. Also, her hometown In Oak Park, Illinois. They're going to celebrate Betty White Day on January 17th, which would have been her 100th birthday. So I mentioned yesterday that special is still going to air at the movie theaters that were celebrating her 100th birthday, even though she's no longer with us. But I mean,
have you seen the billboards driving around town?
Yeah.
It just says, thank you for being a friend, Betty.
Yes.
I'm like, no, it doesn't say who paid for it or anything.
I'm glad I haven't seen those because I feel like they'd make me cry.
It's right here on the corner of I-4.
Yeah.
Oh, my heart.
Man.
I love Betty White so much.
She's great. Like,
A lot
I
of
don't know
people
that
did.
anyone has anything negative to
No,
say about
I feel
her.
like it's impossible to not
'Cause
love Betty White.
If they did, they would come out now.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing coming out
She made
right now.
$87 million in reruns alone.
Oh, yeah. Just sitting back, letting them run, man. Letting
I
them
still
run.
watch Golden Girls.
I know.
Yeah. I was trying to watch 2.5 Men, and they bumped them for
Golden Girls.
for like 2 days. I'm
Golden
like,
Girls was great and
hey.
underrated. There's a lot of stuff on there that's like you didn't realize that they were saying that at the time, but now it's like, oh, okay, I see where you were going.
You remember when Universal first started, they had that backlot tour?
Yes.
And you would go by the Golden Girls house?
Yeah.
And it was
I didn't do that.
Oh, they stopped that.
They stopped the back tour, but yeah, you'd ride a little tram,
yeah.
and you would go right by the front of the Golden Girls house.
All the
That's
famous houses from TV,
cute.
they had them back there on that one. All right, we're going to help you out with 30 Seconds of Therapy. We'll do that next right here on Johnny's House.
Such a lucky man.
Should I start a fight?
I know it's 4 o'clock in the morning, but
I've noticed something about you. You have this tendency, when you know the song's about to run out, you will say something. Just like that. It's the
I
craziest
don't do
thing.
it on purpose.
Just like that, man. 710 is Johnny's house.
It's going to be partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now it is 59.
Saw this yesterday. A well-known West Coast burger chain is coming to town. Y'all heard about this?
Mm-hmm.
Is it In-N-Out?
Nope.
Oh.
It's 2 in the morning. Got the Fat Burger. Fat Burger's coming. 10 locations here, according to them.
I've never heard of Fat Burger.
Fat Burger. That's in what is it? Today's a good day.
Yeah, Ice Cube references. It's
Is
LA.
that I was gonna say West Coast.
Oh yeah, it's a West Coast chain. They're expecting to do 10 restaurants here. They're part of this. It's called the Fat Brand, and they already have restaurants here. Hurricane Grill and Wings.
That place is delicious.
Johnny Rockets.
I like Johnny Rockets.
Yeah.
And Twin Peaks.
Oh, Twin Peaks is theirs. Okay.
Yeah, it's all a part of there. So they're going to bring.
They got really cold beer. At Twin Peaks.
Yeah. I was watching some games there over the weekend, and I mean they have ice. You know what? Where were we that we had beer just that cold? You remember?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Yep. I mean, they serve it so cold.
And it's a rule there that if you can't serve beer at this temperature, you can't serve it. Here it's like they'll pull one right up from the. Oh, here you go, man. This is hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cooler out. Sorry.
Twin Peaks got that cold beer.
Yeah, they do. So hopefully by next year they'll have if you're from the West Coast, they'll have a Fat Burger, and hopefully it'll work because sometimes they had In-N-Out here for a minute, and it was
Weren't
gone.
they talking about like
They
the
had In-N-Out here?
No, I get that one confused. Which one was here for a minute?
Whataburger.
Whataburger.
We still
yeah.
have Whataburgers like up by the Destin area. Because
Really?
there was one by
Oh, they
my
were here.
in-laws, my brother-in-law's house.
I never saw the draw to Whataburger. They had it in Texas when I went to school there, and so I was like, "Oh, that's all right." It's like,
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't. I wasn't like blown away by it.
They need Jack in the Box.
I love
Jack
when
in
they-
the Box is the deal.
When they go like, oh, you gotta have it, and you have it, you're like, huh?
The In-N-Out sauce is
Really?
nice.
I was gonna say, was it In-N-Out or Jack in the Box? One of them was talking about like maybe we'll just open up in Orlando.
In-N-Out was rumored, but I don't think it was them that
they
was
talked to the
starting
governor.
rumor.
They talked to
Yeah.
the governor, and they decided not to come.
They need Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is the deal.
Yeah.
Places like that would kill here.
Yeah. I think all these new restaurants that are coming in from like the West Coast and stuff like that, they should put it in an area where we went to White Castles because they have a couple of them over there. They got that one famous from Chicago, and you got that one.
And it's like a tourist spot, so people people from out of state are already coming here anyway.
Yeah. Well, my favorite restaurant in the whole world, not only did it shut down, they're gone. Chicken Coop. I thought they were going to franchise. They said, nope. Somebody gave them $3 million for the land and said, no more chicken here. We out.
Well, I would do the same thing.
Which,
yeah.
Look,
Wouldn't you just move it, though?
All this pandemic going on, it's hard to do business. Y'all
Man,
don't want, nobody wants to work. You want to give me $3 million for this land?
you've been doing chicken since 1935.
All right, you know what? I'm
You
gonna
know
make
how to
me
do
some
chicken right.
I'm gonna make delicious chicken at home.
I guarantee it was the kids. The family would have been like, no. The kids were like, I'm out.
I maybe I would have done a food cart with my $3 million, made like a little chicken coop food cart or something. But I wouldn't. I would have
They
sold.
shut the door. People went crazy.
I'd have
They went
sold.
crazy. All right, so if
I'll
you-
sell Johnny's house for $3 million right now.
you better give me some. Give me some.
Yeah, I want to buy this. Come on.
All right, so Fat Burger is coming to town. All right, it's time for 30 seconds of therapy. That's what we try to help you. If you got a situation going on, make it fun, y'all. Because the last time before the break, I understand that a lot of stuff was heavy, but there's a lot of those like, yo, y'all need real professional help on this stuff. We're just playing therapists on the radio. And for one of you for being brave and calling us, going to hook you up with a $100 gift card from Fox Wednesday. Every Wednesday on Fox 35, catch a new episode of I Can See Your Voice. It's hosted by Ken Jeong. Also, Gordon Ramsay take cooking competitions to a new height in the next level shelf. So a $100 gift card, we will hook you up for Fox Wednesday, but you got to call us, tell us what's going on, and we'll try to break it down for you. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. 30 seconds therapy. Tell us what's going on. We'll break it down for you on Johnny's house.
This traffic center is brought to you by the one and only attorney Dan Newland.
At Church's, we're doing 10 pieces of our crave-worthy comfort made spicy or classic. That's 10 legs and thighs packed with bold flavor. That's how we do value. So you can do the Church's 10 starting at $10.99 deal. Church's, bringing it down home flavor. Offer valid at participating locations.
With the new law, more people qualify for financial assistance at healthcare.gov. Real customers like Nick and Gabby.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are pregnant. We're having a baby.
the new healthcare law couldn't have come at a better time.
Yeah, because when you're pregnant, you need a lot of doctors.
For less than $30 a month, the whole family's covered.
New law, lower prices, more people qualify. Enroll by January 15th at healthcare.gov.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Seatbelt? Check. Tunes? Check. Breakfast at McDonald's? Check it out. Now you can mix and match any two of your select faves for just $5. Like a sizzling sausage McMuffin with egg, crispy bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or sweet bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Start your morning only at McDonald's drive-thru. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price. Valid when product served.
When's the best time to dig into McDonald's bakery item? The morning for a blueberry muffin? Or the afternoon, like for a classic apple fritter or cinnamon roll? The answer is anytime. Now treat yourself to 20% off your favorite McCafe bakery item exclusively with the McDonald's app. Make it your morning thing, or your afternoon thing, or whenever. And no matter what, get 20% off with the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 12/31/2022. Participating McDonald's. Valid one time per day. Refer to McD app for details. McD app download and registration required.
From the Bogan Munz & Munz Weather Center, experienced representation to weather the storm.
Partly cloudy today with a high of around 71.
Broadcasting live from the Todd Minor Law Studios. Involved in an accident? Get a former insurance company attorney.
7:23 and Adele on Johnny's house. How much did she buy a new house for?
$58 million.
Damn, whose old house was that?
Sylvester Stallone.
Damn.
She balling.
The singing game has been good to her.
I think she's bought 3 properties in the last year.
Yeah.
Damn.
She's trying to move all the way over.
Buying up all of LA.
Everything.
All right, it's 7:23.
It's going to be partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now it is 59.
Once again, 30-second therapy. I tell you, if you're too serious, we can't take it. We try to have fun on the radio. Some of y'all listen. If your parents picking at you, tell them to stop. All right, that's the advice we give you. If they're picking on you, tell them to stop. All right, tonight is a big night. Powerball once again is up in the numbers. How much is it now? How much is it worth?
$575 million, I think, but it's going to fluctuate as people start to buy it up.
Goodness. Now I'll probably play tonight. Here's the funny thing: when I buy a lottery ticket, the first thing I'll do is jam it in my pocket and walk out like I never bought it. I don't sit around and go, I don't have set numbers.
I don't either.
Some people like I play all my kids, their birth dates and blah blah blah. Random. Give me quick pick Powerballs.
That's how I am too, but I feel like that's a hustle. I feel like the quick pick, they all automatically give you the numbers that are least likely to be picked statistically, even though I know there is no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
But there are numbers who get picked more, obviously, and I feel like the quick picks are smart enough.
Avoid them.
To give you the numbers that never get picked.
Yeah, because when I spend $10, because it's $2 a ticket now, I hate that.
I know.
When I get and I don't get one number on any of them,
I know.
on any row,
That's
not
what I'm saying.
one.
It's not even right.
Really? Forget about it. You gonna play?
Yeah. And I always try to find like a good story as to my ticket buying because I feel like that's the people that win. Like, I wasn't going to go anywhere, but my wife needed medicine last minute, so I went to Publix, and so I decided, well, why not buy a Powerball ticket? So I need a good story.
If you're not a senior citizen that lives in a small town somewhere, I don't know how it always works out that way, that they always win.
My grandmother's neighbor won back in the day from her trailer park. She was older.
Yeah.
I mean, she lived in a trailer park.
Yes.
And she won. She won like $58 million at the time.
Oh my God.
At the time, that was like one of the biggest ever. There was that before Powerball. She won lottery.
Yeah. We only had lottery for a while. That was it.
I remember seeing the billboards.
Yeah.
When I first moved down here.
Because that goes
for
to
lottery.
goes to education.
Yeah, all of it goes to education.
Of course.
Sure.
No.
I mean, it does. What they did was cut all the education funding that used to be there.
Yeah, it was supposed to be what they put in there, and then they added on to that.
Right.
But see, we just slid ours out.
Right.
So if you don't play lottery, your kids aren't going to get educated. That's just how it is.
Very business-like. Look, we ain't giving you more money. We're just going to replace the education money with the lotto money.
Ray, you ever play?
Nope.
Not
never.
at all.
I've never played. I mean, the closest thing that I have
Then I
to the
don't want you to
lottery
play.
is watching the Little Bow Wow movie.
You won our illegal lottery. You should be.
you did.
You should be all about the lottery.
Yes, you did.
I did.
When are we going to start that one? When Ray gets back?
Yeah, we'll wait till Ray gets back.
All right.
So you should be all in.
Good.
Yeah, but that's like really 4 people.
Well, it was a 1 out of 10 chance.
How much did you win?
Exactly.
How much you won?
220.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I spent that quickly.
Oh, I bet you did.
Quick.
Detroit, you ever play?
No.
No?
No, I've never really even bought a lottery ticket, even
You
like
wouldn't even know
scratch
how?
offs. No.
Really?
No. I don't know. I don't have any desire to gamble. It's like I don't like.
But don't you have a desire to be rich?
Yeah, but I know there's like a potential, but the chances of that happening
See,
are very slim.
Yeah.
And I'm like not a lucky person, so I just don't
No,
feel
here's
like
the
that I
thing.
would ever be the chosen one.
Someone like you and Ray are going there like, listen, I got $2. Give me one number. Give me one line. And you mess around and win, and then I go the rest of my life crying.
I can't.
I'd rather buy something that I can hold in my hand and like get
Yes.
something out
listen,
of at the moment.
You know what you holding in your hands until they draw those numbers? Dreams.
Yeah, and then it's trash
But
after that.
to me, I don't spend a ton. But to me, let's say I spend $10. $10 worth of 2 days of like thinking about all the awesome things I would do. That's my enjoyment.
But that's like dreaming of something and then obviously like getting your dreams taken away, crushed.
Yeah, and not only
within
are
2
your
days.
dreams crushed, but then you're also out of $10.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So if I go to the movies, I sit there and watch something that's not real for a couple of hours, and I spent the money. The money's gone.
But that gives me feelings.
Yeah, you have an experience.
I have an experience of dreaming of all the cool things I'm gonna do.
Oh God.
Because every time
I don't
you
get that feeling.
Hey, I got this crazy superstition. Now you gotta say I ain't never won anything. I'm not even on scratch off, except the one I bought from Ray. What was yours worth? $5. I gave you $4 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
except for that one. But when you first get it in your hand, you're a winner.
Yeah. You walk out with that little skip in your step, going, "Ooh, I'm gonna win this money."
But I got this thing again. Like I never want. If they don't say good luck to me, I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna win. Because sometimes it's like, here you go, good luck. I'm like, I got a 10.
That's like me exactly doing what I do like I did last night. I went on Zillow, looked at $1 million, $7 million houses. I'm looking at it, but I know I never am going to get that. I'm never going to get that.
You get joy out of it,
you're
though, right?
never gonna.
I love looking at houses.
See,
I can
you
never
get
I do
joy.
because I get ideas like interior design ideas.
You get joy out of the idea of that house. Okay,
Yeah,
same
I
thing.
mean, I guess everybody gets joy out of different things.
Same thing. And I always make sure I tell the person that gives me the ticket, hey, if I win, I'm going to take care of you.
You say
every single time. Every single time.
Are you really going to take care of them?
Damn right. If I win $500 million, you bet I am.
My thing is,
Cheryl going to get taken care of.
I want to go back in and go, you didn't say good luck to me. Huh? You normally, when you buy the ticket and you hand it to me, you say good luck. You didn't say it. So I'm just going to turn my ticket back in.
I never say I'm going to give you half because then they're going to take me to court. But I say, I'm going to take care of you.
They got those things
That could be
videotaped,
anything.
too. Got them all recorded. All right, listen, we come back. We'll talk about something else dealing with money, and it's money that you give to your kids. This thing called allowance. Do you do it? How much do you do? We got stories for you coming up next on Johnny's House. 7:39 on a Wednesday morning. This is Johnny's house.
Partly cloudy day today with highs around 75. Right now it is 60.
We always had a discussion about allowance and how much you give your kids per week and for what amount. And, Brian, what's the going rate on
They said now the average is somewhere between $20 and $30 a week.
Woo.
That is insane.
Well, $5 don't get you nothing no more.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
That's
what does a
month.
kid need that much money for?
I mean, they really don't, I would say. But, I guess you could use it for definitely, Xbox stuff and things like that because that's what kids all have now. But you can also use it to, buy gifts for other people so they don't have to come to you and ask.
What's the age frame?
They didn't give an age range, so they just said on average. Because I guess when you're younger, obviously, it would be lower. Because $5 to a 5-year-old's a lot.
My kid just turned 13 over the break. And so I said, okay, we're going to do this. And this lasted one day. I said, here you go. Here's 20, 25 $1 bills. He's like, oh, that's great. I'm like, okay. I said, you ready for dinner? Yeah, okay. That's going to cost you $3. What? $3. Food ain't free, so you got to pay. So we going to do this every day? Pretty much.
That's that old school Bill Cosby Cosby show. He did Theo that way.
He said, you know what, Dad, I don't think I want to do this. I'm like, okay.
But he's at home.
Yeah, but then you need to know what it costs to live in the world.
Yes, that's it. Listen, I said, okay, you do your homework with me asking, then I'll add this to that. We had a whole list of things that you can do to make more money. All right, but see, if you go to a fine dining restaurant, I said, what time would you like dinner? 5 o'clock. Okay, we have you down for 5 o'clock reservations. This is on the menu. You would like this, this, and this? Yes, okay. Would you like tea or water? Tea, okay. This is going to be $3.50. Hand it over.
I mean, that's a steal.
I know.
$3.50.
I know.
And if you're giving me $25?
Yeah, he still has, $21.50 left?
It lasted one day. He says, I don't think I want to do this. I'm like, you know what? There'll come a time that you want some money. I'll just shelve this for a while. When you need some real money, it'll come back.
My son's 16 now. He doesn't get an allowance. He never did.
Yeah.
I also don't have a list of chores for him.
Yeah.
I've always drilled into his head that his job is school.
School, yes. Yes.
And if he plays football, then I count that as a job.
Yeah.
And he actually has a job now. He works at Publix.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, make your room so it's not disgusting.
Yep.
And do your laundry.
Yeah.
Because that's what you have to do to survive.
Yeah.
I don't expect him to do anything else. I don't cut the yard. We have a lawn service to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't expect him to do that. He helps me take the trash out, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But never ever did he get an allowance. Now I made sure he had money when he needed stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he makes his own money, I have him on a budget. Like his account, depending on what his paycheck is, can't get any lower than a set amount every week.
Yeah.
Or I cut him off because I'm on his account. Because I'm trying to teach him how to not live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
But he never got an allowance. I never got an allowance.
I never got an allowance.
You allowed to live here. That's what my mom used to say all the time.
Where you get an allowance?
I don't remember. I think my mom and dad did try to do that for a little bit, and then it kind of just fell off.
Yeah.
Well, also their money fell off, so it's like they didn't have any money to give us.
How the hell am I give you an allowance? We got light bills.
Yeah, pretty sure the lights are off. So, no, but we're contemplating what to do as the kids get older.
Yeah.
Because obviously, when they do start working, they're gonna make their own money. But I do want to make sure that they know how to manage it.
Yeah.
But as far as chores, I don't want to pay them to
Yeah.
be doing the things that they need to be doing.
Yeah.
But maybe to take the trash out or to mow the lawn, which
Yeah.
Missy and I do right now. Or to do the family dishes, or to cook dinner one night.
Yeah.
We might pay them for the extra things they do.
Okay. In Detroit, you got an allowance, didn't you?
Yeah, my parents tried it, but it also fell off. I think I got $7 a week for maybe 2 weeks, and
Now,
then I
for
stopped
you-
doing my chores.
For you, it just wasn't enough money. You didn't like. You didn't like the cut.
It's not that it wasn't enough money. I didn't have anything to really spend money on, so I didn't really care to have the money, and I just didn't enjoy doing the things that I had to do to get the money.
So you pretty much quit,
Yeah.
like volleyball and soccer and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
like everything else in my life. I just quit. I'm a quitter. That's what I do.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, you're good at it.
God, it's not good to joke you if you agree. Dang.
I mean, you're not wrong, though.
I mean, you're an excellent quitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very.
I don't like the word quitter. Maybe you just,
I
What-
just
what
I
did
was
you call it,
I was
Ray?
I was a
Good for you.
breaker. I just took
Yeah.
a break until
Okay.
I actually had
she
Okay.
to do those things.
prioritizes.
All right, you quit volleyball because what? They got up too early.
It was a little too early for
Too
me,
early.
and I didn't
She needed
love
sleep.
I didn't love volleyball. I was kind of like a bench warmer for
Okay.
volleyball.
And
so I
soccer,
just
you were
didn't
pretty
love it.
good. You were
Soccer,
pretty
I was
good.
pretty good.
And
Yep.
you quit that why?
Because I started having a social life, and I didn't want to make varsity because they made you run too much.
Okay, maybe that one you're a quitter.
Maybe you should like rephrase it. You stepped away from it.
Yeah, I stepped
There you
away. I
go.
took a break. I went back and played co-ed a few years later.
Oh no, you didn't take a break because
Okay.
that would mean you're going back.
I know we're running out of time.
I did go back.
But here's your you have any son, right?
Yep.
You having a son, and he's like at T-ball. He's like, you're like, oh, how you so good at it? He goes, you know what, Mom? I don't like the way I swing the bat. I don't want to do it anymore. What do you say?
That's fine, but he's going to finish his season. Like, I never quit mid-season. I always finished what I started.
I was that way with my son. He didn't like soccer, and
Yeah.
I coached.
Yeah.
And because I played my whole life, and I made him finish the
You gotta
season,
finish
even
the
though he hated it,
Mhm.
and he never played again.
Oh, I'm making my kids play T-ball next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I don't give a
Someone on
crap.
the mobile has a good point. I don't quit. I just lose interest.
There you go.
Lose interest. I have a small attention span. It's hard to keep me occupied.
No one's arguing with you on that.
Look, if you're gonna do something, be the best at it. You are the best quitter I know.
Oh, my God.
I want to hear about allowance and how you give kids money in your household. One of you, we're gonna hook you with a $50 Bonefish Grill gift card to kick off a new year. Enjoy seasonal specials like Bonefish Grill's Baja Scallops or Shrimp Scampi Pasta. You want to know more about it? Go to bonefishgrill.com. $50, but you got to tell us about allowances and money that you give your kids. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067. Put it on social media, discuss it, and live streamers, we're already talking about it already. All right, allowance or non-allowance, how do you give money to your kids? We want to talk to you on Johnny's House. weekend on Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067, 753.
It's going to be partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now it is 60.
Got a $50 Bonefish Grill gift card we're going to hook you up with. All we're trying to find out is when it comes to kids and money and your household and allowances and all that stuff, how do you handle that business? Christina, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so your kids get an allowance?
Not for everything, no.
Okay.
So they have their set chores. I have a 9 and a 6-year-old. They know that they have to clean their room every week. They take their sheets off their bed for me to wash, and my daughter has to feed our cat. And my son, he does little things, like he'll clean the dishes up after dinner. He'll take them to the sink or the garbage. But if they do something extra, so if I'm doing the laundry and they know I have clothes in the dryer, if they ask me, oh, can I take the clothes out of the dryer for you? They're looking for that. So if they do something extra than what their normal chores is, then we give them like $1 here, $1 there.
So how much?
It's good for them to learn.
How much are they getting weekly?
Oh, not much. I mean, they're 9 and 6, so maybe like $2 to $3 at most if they do extra because school and things like that.
$2.
I mean, they're 9 and 6.
Man, they need to get some good lawyers.
Right, they need to unionize or something.
Oh my God!
I'd be striking.
$2.
Listen, we live around the corner from a Family Dollar, so they're like,
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, gotcha.
Teaching them how to purchase stuff.
Man, it's gonna be a kid telling.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a kid at the dollar store talking about your mom only gave you $2. My mom gave me 20. Y'all got
Y'all
taken.
need to get together, get some representation.
Well, now I must up it because Dollar Tree, $1.25. I'm gonna have to throw in.
You know what? You are the 5th person that's now saying they're not going back because it went up 25 cents.
Damn. I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, I don't understand. You know it had to go up. Everyone who went to the dollar store knew that eventually it had to go up.
Right. Inflation has really been like the forefront the last
yes.
couple of months. You don't think they got inflation?
$1.25? I
Just
still
saying
go.
like, oh, I got to run to the $1.25 store.
No, they're going to keep it, the dollar store plus or something like that.
Okay, so false advertising.
No, plus
Yeah.
25 cents.
I hate it. I'm still so mad about this.
I don't understand.
Me too.
It's 25 cents. I know it adds up, but they're like, listen.
There's nothing special about your store now. That's basically what it is. There's Five Below stores, which we know
Yeah.
are Five Below, but
Yeah.
now there's absolutely nothing special about your store because it's not $1 anymore. It's more.
And what are they going to put on their windows? All the stickers covering their windows said everything $1. No, it's not. What are they going to put everything $1.25?
Yes.
Stupid.
Well,
Just
the
getting
price
stupid.
below, they have 10 and below now in there. If you
I
look at
know.
the shelf, it says 10 and below.
Oh, my goodness.
know.
I don't
Better change
understand.
their name, then.
I don't understand this discussion whatsoever. I'm going to put you on hold 1 second. Ray, what are they saying over
We're
there?
just cheap
I
over here.
swear.
Somebody said, yes, my kids, when they were younger, we gave them an allowance of $20 a week.
Woo!
So they could either spend it or save it. And they would fill them in on how to choose wisely. But yeah, it was their choice. Spend it or save it.
You imagine I need my 20 this week. Be what they say.
XL Mower powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact need a check. Call Dan Newland. Some people pay for grades based
Okay.
on you get
Okay.
Yep.
depending on your A, your B.
Yep.
C's
Yep.
average, so you don't really get anything for a C.
Yep. I get
And then
that.
someone says they do a ticket out the door system. If you want to go somewhere, then you got to get all the things done you need to do before you get your ticket to leave. And
Okay.
that ticket includes paying for whatever it is you're doing.
Okay.
So if you can't get your ticket out the door if you don't do your stuff.
Man, that's a rough little ticket if you ain't do all your stuff. And you're trying to get out that door.
And you got to be strict as a doorman
Yes.
for it to work.
Oh, you're going to have a rough night.
I'm not a strict doorman, so it wouldn't work for me.
And my friends are going, can I get a ticket? Did you clean your room? Mom, they're leaving now. Did you clean your room? Then you don't get the ticket.
See, that's what's wrong with children. You got to put your foot down nowadays.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my parents
Or
like,
else.
Yeah. I seen your house. I see how.
know.
I don't know how to put my foot down yet. My kids
Listen.
are 3, and I'm like, okay, this is questionable if I could still manage this.
My parents were non-negotiable. They'd be doing something. Hey, can I get a ticket? You clean your room? No. Go somewhere.
You're like, I'm trying to go somewhere. You won't let me.
Did you clean your room? And don't ask me again. No. And what was the rule? I clean my room. I get a ticket. Do you get a ticket? No. Gone.
Yeah.
Going back in your room.
My house.
You want me to tell your friends you can't go? Nah, I'll tell them. I'll tell them. Detroit, what do you say over there?
Lots of people on the live stream basically just saying they never got an allowance growing up. Brian said, shoot, my kid's always asking for something. They owe me chores whenever I ask, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I hear that one. All right, Christina, we're going to hook you up. $50 Bonefish Grill gift card just for you. Miss Ray, what you got?
This year is already an interesting year for Kanye, but we'll see what else he's
I've
got in the
heard.
works.
Coming up, Johnny's house.
Ed Sheeran.
This is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
106.7 Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Stop shaving with Ideal Image today. Dial pound 250 and say the keywords Radio Ray. Yes. So Kanye West, it's just been a couple of months since he dropped Donda, but it looks like he is already in the works to do a follow-up album from Donda. So they said that he has started working on his new masterpiece, Donda 2, the sequel. So yeah, that's going to probably come out this year is what they're saying. But it's been an interesting year already. And we're like, what, 5 days into 2022?
You can have 12 album listening parties before he actually drops it.
Oh my God, right? So he built a home across from Kim Kardashian.
He bought the house.
He bought the house.
He's going to tear it down.
Yes, and he's going to rebuild right in front of her home.
I love it.
I mean, it would make sense. You got 4 children. We're separate. We're we're not together anymore.
Drive across the street and see Dad.
I think it's reasonable if you want to become like a healthy, separated family.
All the security cameras are pointed at her house.
Yeah, yeah. So where he goes with it,
it's very
is a
Taylor
stretch.
Swiftish. Didn't she
It
buy
is.
a house down the street from her little ex-boyfriend one time? People freaked out on her.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's very Taylor
I'm just
Swift.
looking after the kids.
He's going to tear it down so he could build like a little lookout on top to see exactly who's coming and going.
He can afford to not be across the street and still get to his kids.
Yeah.
He's got the means.
Looks like
true.
Kanye's getting out though. He's being
Yeah,
spotted.
he is.
Yeah, 3 ladies.
So, I mean,
One
that's
with
what
no
they're
top
saying.
on.
Uncut Gems actress Julia Fox was seen lounging with him on a balcony
What's her name?
here in
Julia?
Florida. Julia Fox. He's also, they're saying that that's the one that he's made official with is Julia Fox and that they've been dating for a little bit.
Well,
but
she said that it's nothing serious. That they're just enjoying hanging out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's fine. It doesn't have to be serious.
So he's been down in like Miami and stuff, which is funny because like Pete Davidson was in Miami for New Year's Eve and so was he. And so I'm like, would you have been in Miami?
But you
if
know what?
Didn't know that Kim Kardashian?
Miami's a big enough town that you can quite possibly not run into each other.
Well, and Kanye's the bigger draw. I mean, than Pete Davidson.
I know, but he was down there probably to follow what Pete and Kim are doing, so we
Nah,
could keep an eye
He
out.
was chilling with a topless girl on his balcony. He's good.
But also keeping an eye over there. I don't know. So the Golden
Oh,
Globes.
he's looking. Don't worry. He's crazy.
I feel like he's almost pulling like an A-Rod, like just trying to do everything
Yes.
Kim's doing. Like he thinks he's being discreet about
Yeah.
it, but he's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
The Golden Globes are indeed happening this year, but we saw this coming from a mile away. There are some major changes. NBC will not be carrying the broadcast anymore, and no large major network is going to be carrying it. It's going to be streaming live,
Yep.
so you can watch it there.
Wow.
But yes, the NBC made the decision last year after some like diversity controversy, obviously, to the Hollywood Foreign Press Association and everything. So now that they have nominated more people of color, they're just listening to the people, and obviously the ratings have been deteriorating for years and years. Nobody really cares about award shows that much anymore. But yeah,
Can you
it's not
imagine
going to be live.
That meeting, look, I know nobody wants to say it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Award show's done. We need to get this one off the network.
Well, especially the Golden Globes. 'Cause
Yeah.
At least like the ones where there's performers and stuff like that, those are at least semi-entertaining.
Yeah.
But like the Golden Globes, isn't that just a bunch of movies that nobody's even heard of?
But that's the thing with the Golden Globes, and it's been that way for years. You say, I never heard that movie. What movie was that? Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. But you just understood that's just how it was.
I know. So it's going to be hostless and spectatorless.
Oh, boy, I want to watch that.
Yeah, sounds great.
So,
I mean,
so what is it then? Like,
so it's just basically somebody live streaming, giving out
It's just-
awards.
Winner for the most accurate award goes to. Thank you.
Yep.
bring in
But I
some
mean,
great
like Leonardo
numbers.
DiCaprio, Denzel Washington, Nicole Kidman,
what-
they're
what-
all nominated for something.
But will the celebrities come now that they're not getting
There's,
any exposure?
It's spectatorless and hostless. Where are they going?
So who hands out the prizes?
I don't know.
They're just on a big
Is
table.
it just like computer generated? There's just going to be a name that flashes
They're on a
across
big
the screen?
table. They text you. You walk up. You get your thing off the table and you leave.
They got a big camera and you just run by the table. This is yours. You hold it
That's
up.
it.
I want to thank everybody.
It's going to
literally
be
like
like picking up a party favor outside of like a wedding table.
It's like a flag
Yes.
football banquet.
It might be the celebrities that are nominated get together, and it's like a party for them. Or like the winners get together and it's like a party for them.
We did this for my kids' flag football team at the park in Avalon, actually, where the little water splash pad is.
Yep. Don't forget to get your trophy on the way out.
It was also not broadcast on network television.
I mean, listen, they're struggling to keep it alive.
Spectator list.
But here's my thing: NBC don't they own Peacock? Can they stream it on Peacock?
NBC, yeah, that's probably
where
what
it'll be, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Peacock.
streaming.
Okay. All right.
Like, what is there to stream though? That's what I don't understand.
You know, stuff.
Winners
They better
being
have some
announced.
great graphics.
Yeah. Clips of the movies that you've never seen. All right, let's see if we can make you famous. If you don't know what that is, we'll explain it next on Johnny's House. $8:10 is the time. It's Johnny's House.
Partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now it is 60.
All right, we call this Make Me Famous. A lot of you got some stuff going on, and you're like, you know what? We need to get the word out so people can find out what we're doing. Well, we give you that platform. You call us up. You tell us exactly what it is, and we send people to your site. But it got to be something interesting, something different, something new. There's a lot of people that's starting some new businesses, and it's like different, like make teddy bears or quilts and flowers, anything that is different. That's what we want, okay? If you just started your own personal business and it's something already in the professional field, chances are we'll put you out there, but people will not follow you. It's got to be one of those things where people are like, that's interesting. I want to know more. So we give it an opportunity right now, and we call it Make Me Famous. So what are you doing? Well, now you got to have some type of way for us to follow you. Got to have. We had somebody call up once and they have any type of social media.
Yeah, Instagram's the best, obviously.
Yeah. If you got Instagram, that way we talk to you about it. You tell people how to find you, and then they start liking it, and then that way, boom, boom, boom. You got other things going on. You got people following what you're doing. But you got to make it interesting. It got to be something exciting. It got to be something new that you are doing. And we're excited, man. It's cool to watch little, young businesses grow, and they all say, you know what, no one knew who we were until we did this segment. So here it is. Make me famous. The way it works, the first ones in are the first ones we'll talk to. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The phone rings. That means you're in. Just hold on, and we'll get to you with the first 4 in. The first one we'll talk to. What are you doing? We want to make you famous, but you got to call us. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Now, what you do is you're listening, and if it's something that you're interested in, then you start following. Let's see who we can make famous. We'll do that next on Johnny's House. 8:20. Orlando's number one hit music station. This is Johnny's house.
Partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now it is 60.
All right, you need to listen up. We're going to see if we can make a couple people famous. But first, we got to find out exactly what they do. Amari, good morning. Oh, that's me. There you go. Amari, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we're going to make you famous. What do you do?
It's not me. I want to nominate somebody else and make them famous.
You want to nominate? Okay, go ahead and nominate them. Who you going to nominate?
I'm nominating Mixed Creations _ Mixed Creations on Instagram.
All right, let me find them. Okay, tell us why.
She's local here in Kissimmee. She is an all-black owned business, and she makes little gifts for people, little T-shirts, different signs and stuff like that. What I like the best is she has these little plaques that you can make any YouTube video, any Apple song, music song, and it has a little QR code. And if you scan it it's like a little picture. If you scan it, it brings up that song and it plays it. So you put it on your wall, people come over, they can scan it with their phone, take a picture of it, and the QR code pops up, and it takes it makes the music play on your phone.
Oh, I see one of those on her page. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay, now it's _ Mixed Creations.
Correct.
So it's like personalized gifts, pretty much anything you can think of. Street signs, shirts.
So everything that's on this page, she created this?
She made it with her own hands.
Look at this.
She's hardworking, single mother. She's just awesome.
Yeah, it's creative. It's very creative.
Very creative. You want
She needs to get an
personalized.
Etsy for sure if she doesn't have one, because I've seen some of this stuff on Etsy's, but hers are better.
Wow.
I believe she is on Etsy. I'm not 100% sure, but she goes to a lot of local events and different conventions and stuff like that.
She's very good at what she does.
Pop-up shops.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. People love personalized stuff.
Yeah.
_ mixedcreations.com. Okay.
Valentine's Day, she has all the Valentine's Day hookups. She's pretty cool.
Amari, I mean, you keep on talking about how to charge you, bro. That was some good stuff. That's good stuff.
How much you charge me an hour?
Listen, you don't want me to send you to that department.
Yeah, the hourly rate is a little bit outrageous.
Yes, that's a rough little apartment. But, hey, thank you, man. Again, _ Mixed Creations. Thank you for letting us know.
Bye-bye.
All right, making her famous.
Yeah, it's cool because it's unique and it's personalized, and everybody loves that.
All right, Samantha, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Samantha, why should we make you famous? What do you do?
All right, I'm the co-owner of the Prego Expo. It is a pregnancy and baby expo. Obviously, we travel the event and it's kind of like a bridal expo, but for pregnant women and babies to find baby gear, and then healthcare professionals. But obviously, we had to stop during the pandemic. So we started virtual expos as well.
Okay.
So the past 2 years, we've traveled the country and hosted virtual expos for moms and parents that didn't feel comfortable going to in-person shows.
So when they go to the Prego Expo, what do they find?
So they're usually first-time expectant moms, and they'll see stroller companies, bottle companies, doulas, hospitals, birthing centers, all kinds of education about baby wearing and car seat safety and breastfeeding.
Oh, wow. All right, Detroit, you need to check them out.
Yeah, you should.
Yes, you need to Detroit. We do have an Orlando show in April. Our first in-person show is in New York, and then we have a virtual show in February. And then also on our social media channels, we're always doing giveaways. Right now we're doing a stroller giveaway.
Nice.
Okay. The Prego Expo, and you can find them on Instagram. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you.
It's Prego, Prego, like the spaghetti sauce.
The Prego Expo. All right. Well, continued success to you, Samantha.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
First time caller.
First time caller. Laura, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. We want to make you famous. What do you do?
So I was furloughed in 2020 like a million other people and started making yard decorations. I make them out of wood and I paint them, so different characters, different holiday kind of things, so you can get custom yard decorations. We're not, we don't have to do just outside. Obviously, all of our pieces can be inside. So my Instagram is splinters.art.
Splinters.art. Let me see if we can find you.
Oh, those are cool.
Wow, you do all these yourself?
I do.
Splinters.
I cut them out and I paint them myself.
Wow. Wow. Look at that. The Grinch, you did that one?
Yes, I did. That was my first one, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, these are all really cool.
They are very good. Man.
We've got so many talented people here.
Yeah, this is all perfect, like for the holidays and stuff too. Like if you have or a birthday or anything like that.
So when they come to you, do they you suggest some things for them, or could you create something for them? Do they go through your?
I've done either. I usually ask for inspirational ideas, just to kind of make sure that me and that person are on the same page. But then we can make up things up as you go. Obviously, I'll put in my advice and give you some suggestions as well. But yeah, it's all custom made to order stuff.
What, man, you just went up about 70, 80
oh
right
my
there.
gosh, these are so cute.
The Lilo and Stitch one is really cool.
Now, what do you have, like a bandsaw? What do you use?
It's jigsaw.
Jigsaw. Man.
I got one of those, but I'm always afraid I'm going to cut my finger
Do you
off.
really?
Yeah, those things are tough.
I used to love those things back in the day. They had Wood Tech or Shop.
Yeah.
And we had a shop teacher had you had a finger missing because he slid down under.
That'd be
That's
me.
fitting.
That's why I don't mess with my jigsaw too much. I have to use it
Man.
for one thing.
You are very good.
You are, and people are following you
very
like
much.
crazy. Splinters.art. All right, Laura, will continue success to you.
Thank you very much.
That's beautiful.
You
You
guys are awesome.
very talented. Okay, cool.
Thank
you. All right, listen. We come back. We're going to talk about COVID testing, and we want to talk to you if you're working there. Ray had an ordeal yesterday where, she panicked, and you should have panicked.
I'm still panicking.
It is like the Wild West out there when it comes to COVID testing
No, it
right
is.
now.
Yes. Right now, I think if you want to get tested on Colonial at Barnett Park, I think it's all the way down to Sanford. It goes down I-4. No,
Yep.
no.
You could pay for the VIP. I'm just kidding.
I'm like, how?
Did you hear me? You got everybody's attention like VIP. Hold on. That's a VIP.
Ray's like, name a price. I'll pay anything.
Brian, you held that this long?
Listen, she's been kind of down. When you said VIP, she's like, listen, I got a couple dollars. How much is it?
I'm worth $1 to $5 million. I shouldn't be waiting.
I can do this, man. Let's do this. All right, we'll talk about COVID testing next right here on Johnny's House. Adele on Orlando's #1 hit music station. It is 8:36. You are listening to Johnny's House.
It's going to be partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now it is 60.
Listen to the podcast because we've been stressing all day with Ray because she's trying to take a vacation. How many vacations last year were canceled for you?
Last year, 3.
I mean, you go on vacation every month, so.
Yeah, in Florida. Because we live here. We live where people vacation. I'm sorry.
So you and your crew, they say, listen, we've been planning this for a long time, trying to get to Jamaica. And now that they got this new COVID outbreak, and here's the good and bad thing about it. The bad is spreading rapidly. The good is that the symptoms aren't as severe as the original. It's like you got a cold or something like that. But countries and other organizations are treating us like, listen, this is it. This is the biggie. You got to have this, and this, and this. So in most places, and it's been this way for a year, to go to their country within 48 hours, you have to have a COVID test.
Yeah.
And you were concerned. So yesterday you left out of here. Detroit said, I got you back. You go ahead and go. And you're going to get a COVID test. And what happened?
So I called on my way, and she's like, yes, we have some COVID tests, so yeah, come down. She's like, you're probably going to be waiting like 3 to 4 hours. And I'm like, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll cancel everything I've planned to do this.
Did you say you know who I am?
No.
Oh.
No, not at all.
Sometimes you got to drop that.
You should have done that.
No. I would never do
You
that.
should have said, I work on the radio, and
Well,
someone
listen,
called
today-
the show today and told me.
Today, I might be dropping that.
Oh, I've done it. I ain't gonna lie, I've done
So
it.
I went there and I drove. It was over in the Oviedo area, so it's like a 25, 30-minute drive from here.
Yeah.
So I got there and she goes, we don't have any more tests.
So about just talking
I'm
to
like,
you.
I literally just talked to you. Like, I literally just hung up the phone 20 minutes ago. She's like, yeah, I'm sorry. And there was like a sign on the door that said, short staff, please be patient with those that showed up. And I was like, oh, God, I feel bad for this woman. Then there was another sign that was facing the other direction that said, no more COVID testing at this time.
Yeah.
And I saw that after she told me, after I had waited in the line that was already there for her to tell me. And I was like, well, and I said it the nicest way possible. I said, you might want to turn the sign this way so people walking up can see it.
That's nice of you.
She like snapped, and I was like,
On you?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I was just trying to give you my 2 cents, but
Oh, but how did you say it though?
No,
Because I
that's
know
what
you.
I said. I was trying to be the nicest way. I said you might want to try. I said you might want to turn the sign this way so other people walking up can see that.
Okay.
Like, I whispered it. I didn't say it out loud for everybody to hear.
Because I can hear you how you would say it if you were talking to me.
No,
Wow.
like I said it to like try to help
See,
that
Detroit
lady
knows.
out.
Well, I just know because I know how I am too. You know, like, and when you're already like, not that you were mad at her,
Not
but
at
you're
her.
already
No.
stressed
Yeah.
out of the situation.
The situation, yeah.
Like,
You say, hey, listen.
But I after reading that, please be patient with the
Yeah.
staff sign, that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to try to help you out here. And that's why I
Yeah.
whispered it like in the nicest way possible.
Listen, this is what you should have leaned in and
I
close and say,
wanna turn
listen.
the damn sign
listen,
around.
You and I both know y'all got one more back there. Let me go ahead and get that. Come on.
Come on.
Let me
you
get
know
that
who I
one.
am?
I'm Ray.
I just wanted
Well,
to be like, what do
see,
you need me to do?
Just in case you don't know how to drop your name, this is what you do. This is what I would have done.
Okay.
If you're the person and I walked in, I'm like, yeah, I came for that COVID test. Then what would you tell me? You're the person that's working behind the desk. I just walked in.
You're out.
You're out of
No
COVID.
more tests.
Okay, she said, I'm sorry, no more COVID testing. We've hit our capacity today.
Wow, it's funny, man. I was talking to Brian this morning just when we got off the air, and I said, man, I bet this place sure doesn't have any tests. And he said, Johnny, ain't no way. I'm sure they got one.
Who's a Brian? Who's a Johnny?
Really cool. Those are two
Hey,
pretty
but
common
here's
names.
The thing. Here's the thing when you drop it. If they know,
Right.
they know.
That's a
If
subtle
they
way of
don't,
going, do you know who I
that's
am?
But I feel like if
If
they
they
She
don't,
doesn't. She's going to be like, oh, she forgot to take her meds this
No,
morning.
I feel like if they don't
Whatever.
know
They don't.
her voice, then they don't know.
If they know, they know. If they do know, that's one thing about our listeners. Y'all go out of your way to help us in situations
Right.
like that.
If they don't know, the worst case is you leave her thinking
Yeah.
you're crazy with no
That's
test.
it. That's right.
Okay.
Hey, I'm never going to come back up in here
Hey,
again.
that happened anyway.
That's true. It's true. But listen, I called around after that lady told me there was no more tests. I called around to probably every single facility that was in like 30, 45 minutes in my area. They were all at capacity by 10 o'clock, and they had all ran out of tests by 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's how it was when I tried to get tested over the weekend. And it was the same thing in Michigan, too. It's like you cannot get tested anywhere because I called so many different urgent cares around me on Friday to try to go get tested at like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, and all of them said they were at capacity. So when I actually went to get tested, I got there at 8 o'clock in the morning, which they opened at 8 o'clock in the morning, and there was already a line out the door, and I still waited 4.5, 5 hours.
Dang. So, but you do have an appointment today.
I do.
And it's kind of early, right?
It's at 1.
And what time did you go yesterday when they ran out?
10. I have an appointment though, so they have to. They have
you yelling
to.
at me like I told you.
Do they accept walk-ins there too, or is it appointment only?
I think this place is appointment only.
Because I was going to say, I would just even go there early because you're probably going to have to wait.
You guys,
regardless.
I am sick to my stomach.
No, I know.
You're going to be negative. You're going to get that test, and you're going to be in Jamaica by tomorrow.
When do you need it by?
By tomorrow morning? What time is your flight?
10.
Okay. I do endorsements for a place, and I just check their appointments. They have one for today for same day for 5:45 tonight.
You might want to book that.
It's the same day.
Book them all.
It's the same day PCR test. So,
hey, I get it, and I'm not making light of this. We want to talk to you if you work in the COVID testing industry. You're the ones that sitting up. We don't know what you're going through, and hopefully, and we did this during the holiday for retail workers, let people know this is the way to handle the situation. So if you work in an office that you do COVID testing, here's something that people should know, and we'll give you the opportunity to tell them. Even though Ray whispered, maybe you want to turn that little sound around, they probably took it as you being sarcastic.
No, if I was going to be sarcastic, I would have said it out loud so everybody could hear me being sarcastic.
I understand, and I'm not. I was the one.
See, like that.
That's the tone she used. You might want to turn the sign around then.
I was not the one that was sitting there. And I understand that you want to, do that, but we're going to let people know, hey, this is how to handle that, and we want you to tell us some truths about some things. So we don't have a voice disguiser anymore, but we got questions. So if you work in an industry that you do COVID testing, what are some things you need to let people know? Some things they need to know, so when they come in there all angry, they should know this already. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, because we want to talk to you. If you just want to make a statement, you can text the XL Mobile at 41067. You can get some real dialogue, put it on our social media. And if you always got something to say, if you're watching the live stream, y'all have something to say about everything. We could be talking about kittens running away. You guys have comments. So if you want to get in there, you can do that too. But if you work in the industry where you do COVID testing, what are some things you want people to know? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. We'll talk to you and take your calls next right here on Johnny's House. 853 Johnny's house.
Partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now it is 60.
COVID testing all over the city. Forget about it. If you're trying to get same day, you're trying to travel, you're trying to do this, try to do that. It is packed. We're talking about miles and miles if you're trying to go to the one that's over by the fairground, Barnett Park. I know they used to have the one on iDrive. That was one of the big ones, but they shut that one down.
Oh, yeah, the big parking garage one, yeah.
So if you work in that industry of COVID testing, what are some things that we need to know so we can make your jobs a lot easy? Brittany, good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. What are some things as advice you can give people that are waiting to get COVID tests and stuff like that? Because Ray said everybody's stressed out.
She's about to cry right now.
Yeah, she's about to cry right now.
I'm trying to cheer her up, but it ain't working.
Yeah, yeah.
No, we have so many people. I work at a hospital, so a lot of people come in. I've tested maybe 100, 120 in the last 3 days here in Ocala, and I just want to say that almost everybody comes back positive. The strain can actually stay in your system for months, so you might not even know you had it. We're having people that go for surgery that are testing back positive that aren't even sick. So it's actually super common. One of the best things to do is just to quarantine yourself for 5 days. The CDC doesn't even recognize it being a huge deal anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
So
unfortunate thing is that it is a huge deal if people are trying to travel
For travel,
or to
yeah.
have surgery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had a couple. It's super sad. They finally got their cruise. She got a little minor cold, came in, got tested for everything, flu, everything, and she came back positive, so she couldn't even go on her cruise.
Wow. So when so when you tell someone that they're positive, in most cases, do they break down in tears or just say, "But I don't have any symptoms"?
A lot of people are more confused.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
A lot of the older population do break down in tears, though, because, you hear everything over the media, like, oh, my gosh, I'm going to die.
Okay.
But that's not the case anymore. A couple months ago it was. We had a lot of deaths, a lot of people dying. But now it's mostly you get a minor fever, and all of a sudden you have COVID.
Wow, man. So if there's a lot of people walking around asymptomatic, but because they've had it before, they still it'll come across as positive.
Yes. I would say 90 to 95% of my people that I've tested have come back positive.
Okay.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah. What advice do you have for people that are trying to get tests to make your job easier?
I would say don't go to a hospital just for the simple fact of it starts clogging up everything, like critical cases, all that. We have a bunch of testing centers. A lot of people do it for free now. Drive-through testing centers. That's probably your best bet.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. You've been informed a lot of people, Brittany. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much.
You too. Bye-bye. Samantha, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. You're in a very good, positive mood because the air just got sucked out of the room in here.
First-time caller.
We got a well, don't be a last-time caller, okay?
You made my life. Anyways, I have heard the desperation in Ray's voice in 2 days.
Yep.
And I just wanted to say I sent an Instagram message yesterday because I have the legal eMed testing at home, and I wanted to offer one if she didn't get one.
Now, how can she travel with this?
Well, it's a prescription COVID test at home, and you do it on an app, and it takes 15 minutes, and they send it to you, your results, within 15 minutes, and it comes through a text and an email.
Is that
that's valid at like the airlines and stuff?
Yes, we just went on a cruise to the Bahamas, and we were having the same problem here in Winter Garden. We couldn't find tests, and we have a 6-year-old. He had to be tested prior and at port. So we went on Royal Caribbean's website. You can go on all these cruise line websites, and you can go through their eMed, which is legal. As long as it's got the pharmacy symbol at the bottom of it and it's legit from eMed, you can use it on airplanes, cruise, anywhere that's accepted travel.
That's the one where you just have to have like a telemedicine doctor verify it, right? That's what we had to do for our cruise.
Oh, see?
Yeah. So
and you have some.
Super simple.
Yeah,
and
it is. They scan it over your webcam.
Yeah.
They then tell you to tilt the camera down so they can watch the test to make sure you're not like tampering with it.
Yeah,
And then they scan it all up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like a 5-pack for like $160. And then we ended up getting appointments at CVS anyway.
Hey,
So,
Samantha, I was talking to Brian, and he was saying, Johnny, maybe we should get one of those kits for Ray.
Yeah, I know, but then I didn't have access to one, and I was like, man, if I knew someone that did.
We would definitely need to hook her up. Samantha, you know anybody?
myself.
She literally said I'm offering one to Ray at the beginning of the call.
I know, we're trying to teach them how to drop their name.
Yeah, they don't get it. I'm going to put you on hold, okay?
We're just trying to teach you how to drop y'all name nonchalantly.
She goes, myself.
There you go.
I love it.
That's it.
Like, hello.
Done.
Did you miss the last 5 minutes of this phone call?
Well, no, you can't ask for it. They have to offer.
Well, she did.
Okay. Brian, what are they saying over there, man?
Let's see. XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland in Iraq. Need a check. Call Dan Newland. They said don't clog up the hospital thing.
Yep.
Just in general, plan for a long time and plan for not. Sorry, Ray. Cover your earmuffs. Plan for not being able to do what you want to do because it might come back the way you don't want it.
I'm already planning for that.
Listen, don't panic. My whole family was literally testing positive, and I still came back negative. My mom still came back negative after multiple tests. Like, you've done a lot.
Somebody said,
to
"Why are we
protect
talking about
yourself?"
COVID for this, or why are we talking about COVID? They don't listen to us for this crap." The thing is that this is the life that we're living in. I'm not talking about COVID because I think I'm sick. I'm talking about COVID because I want to live my life and travel.
Well, I replied to them the same thing. I'm like, well, it's not that we're talking about COVID per se.
No.
We're talking about how it affects your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
And Ray's here trying to get out of the country, and you're not alone. There are a lot of people trying.
And if you're one of those who've made COVID a political thing, that's your problem. We're just talking about real-life stuff.
We're just trying to get Ray a test so she can go to Jamaica and leave us
That's
alone.
all, yeah.
I just want to leave you guys alone.
Detroit? Anything over there?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people on the live stream just saying the same thing that everyone else is, just how crazy it is to get tested right now. There's some people that are suggesting, like, you can get a same-day appointment at pharmacies, but, like, you really can't right now.
No.
So
Yeah.
that's not even an option. Like, we've exhausted all options here. That's why we're talking about it.
The one place that like I said, I do endorse for has one appointment left today. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Hang in there, Ray.
Thanks.
You'll be in Jamaica tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. I tried.
Or you won't.
You will.
What's up? This is Billie Eilish.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
This is Dua Lipa.
106.7 Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Brian made a good point off the air. He said, and I'm going to let you say it because you're cold, bro. You are cold.
Detroit said, don't worry, Ray. You'll be in Jamaica tomorrow. I said, well, one way or another, you won't be up in here tomorrow.
You won't be.
You'll be quarantine queen.
You guys are so mean. Leave her alone.
You're going to be somewhere for 5 days.
Hey, you're going to be either Caribbean queen or quarantine queen. But you ain't going to be up in here. Not up in here.
Not up in here. You got a point. That's a clear.
When I leave today, I'm going to say, see you later, Ray.
That's right. We'll see you next week. One way or another, we're going to see you next week.
Wow.
All right. What is happening in celebrity news?
Okay, so if you are an Impractical Jokers fan, which that show's huge.
My son is the biggest.
Really?
He loves those guys.
I'm
to the point they go on tour.
devastated
They go
by
on
this.
tour.
I don't even want to hear you say it out loud because it's going to set in for me.
Joe Gatto
Ugh.
is leaving Impractical Jokers. He's one of the main
Yeah.
hosts, one of the main guys.
He's like, I feel like he's the one who
He
started
is
it.
easily the funniest one on the show.
Yeah, but I mean, he's leaving for good reasons. He announced on social media on New Year's Eve that he was leaving because his wife and him are divorcing, and he wants to be there to focus on his kids. He wants to be the best father. He wants to be a great co-parenter. So, I mean,
I don't know. TV is an easy gig to do that in, I feel like.
I mean, and that brings him so much joy. You can tell that they bring so much joy and laughter into each other's lives.
I don't know these guys. I don't know anything about it. But I can tell you this. When you're going into a divorce settlement, it's easy to say, I don't have a job, than to say, I have a job and this is how much I make.
Do you think that's why he's doing it?
I ain't saying that.
I mean, he could always get back with them later.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they was friends for years.
I mean, like
Just
James,
saying.
Brian, Sal, like they all came out and commented, and they're like, after all these
Yep.
years together, we never imagined Impractical Jokers without Joe.
Sit there in the court and say, how much do you make? Sir, I don't even have a job.
I mean,
I was so sad
Smart.
when I saw this news. And it all came down like around the time of the Betty White stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
my God, can this get any worse?
So, like, the thing
She
is
said, I'm
that
taking half. He said, joke's on you.
I don't know if they're going
I
to
don't have a job.
continue.
I can see his friends with the earpiece. Now tell her you quit your job.
That's messed up.
Quit my job.
I love Impractical Joker Search. I bought all of the seasons on DVD because
Yeah.
I love it so.
Do you think that they're going to continue it without him?
I mean,
It'll be tough.
They can. I will say it has gotten tougher over the years for them to even continue with the show just because
People
they're
know who
more
they are.
recognizable
Yeah.
in public.
Yeah.
So it's harder for them to get away with these pranks that they were able to do
Yep.
so easily early on. But I don't know. I could see them still proceeding, but I just hope that they don't try to replace him because it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
Because they were like 4 lifelong friends. You know,
Yeah.
like you can't
I
just
know.
bring an outsider into
I mean,
that.
they are good friends with Joey Fatone.
Yeah.
His name
That's
is
true.
Joe.
Yeah. But Joey
That's true.
Fatone is so recognizable.
And he's so busy.
He wouldn't.
Yeah.
He's so busy.
I don't know that he'd get away with being like out in public
Right.
doing
Yeah.
stuff because people would be like, wait a second, I know that dude.
Yeah.
I know we don't really talk about sports that much, but since Tampa Bay, is right around the corner from
Yeah.
us, and there's a lot of Bucks fans here, Terrell Owens is hoping to jump in to Tampa Bay now that Antonio Brown.
He's been out for how many years now?
Exactly.
He's like, what, 48, 50 years old?
Yes. So Terrell Owens made the announcement that he truly believes he can fill in for Antonio Brown during Tampa's playoff
Please,
run.
Antonio Brown's coming back.
I think so.
You think so?
Oh,
I do
yeah.
believe so.
Oh, because of contracts and all that stuff?
Well, that and Tom Brady actually already kind of set the stage to
Yep.
be nice to him. And if he claims like mental problems, like,
Oh, yeah.
then it's like, dude, just go get your
Well,
help. and-
obviously there's something not right.
right. Go get your help and come back for the playoff.
Yep.
Ooh, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a little side note, if you were looking to buy Stephanie Matto's farts from 90 Day Fiancé, remember she was selling them in a jar. She has retired due to excessive gas. I'm not even joking. She said,
Oh,
I could tell you. What?
I remember her saying that it's actually their like health issues because she's
Yes.
having to eat so much stuff.
Yes.
to
She
produce.
said, turns out her steady diet of gas inducing foods caught up with her. She said, I remember within one day I had about 3 protein shakes and a huge bowl of black bean soup. And yeah, so basically for her health purposes, she is no longer making $200,000 off of her toots.
That's why she should just up the prices, less toots to go around, still bringing that cash.
Sell them as NFTs.
I'm actually just jealous that she thought of
I'm
this.
just blown away. This
You
whole
can do that,
story-
Ray.
Uh-oh.
I might. If
an
I don't
on-
go to Jamaica tomorrow,
an
I'm selling my
OnlyFans?
farts.
He's going to spend the week selling her farts.
My COVID farts.
Will I find Ray's
my Lord.
OnlyFans farts
Oh
page?
my God. I ain't participating
Only
in that
farts.
one. Only farts.
Ooh, let's start.
Listen, we come back. Let's find out what is trending in the world. We'll do that next on Johnny's
We got
House.
a lot of good ideas today.
God. Wednesday morning, 9:09 is Johnny's house.
It's going to be partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now it is 64.
All right, Detroit, what's trending?
Today is National Bird Day.
National Bird Day.
Birds aren't real.
Which is funny you say that because we were talking about that yesterday.
I can't believe people really believe that, I swear.
And in honor of National Bird Day, it's trending right now, the hashtag, if birds aren't real, then.
Wow. I mean, some birds or all birds aren't real?
None of them.
None of them are real.
It's
well,
funny.
maybe they sprinkle them in with the real birds to trick you guys.
Somebody tweeted, if birds aren't real, then who taught me the alphabet? And it's a video of Big Bird teaching you the alphabet.
Oh, my
Pretty funny.
Someone said, if birds aren't real, then neither is bird poop. If birds aren't real, then what is the sky for?
Okay.
That's a good point.
Giving a lot of thought to that, I see.
Yeah.
I mean, the sky is multi-purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Planes
right?
go there.
Uh-huh.
Clouds.
I think a lot of things you need the sky for, but all right. Also, Crystal Pepsi. So this was a little before my time. I don't really remember this being around.
I remember Pepsi Clear.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, yeah.
Okay.
So they are celebrating the milestone of 30 years since Crystal Pepsi, which I don't know what there really is to celebrate because it sounds like it was a huge flop.
Yeah, it bombed.
It was. It was supposed to taste just like Pepsi, but look like Sprite, which I'm not sure why.
It looks way foggier than Sprite.
Yeah.
It didn't taste like Pepsi.
No, it didn't taste like Pepsi.
So I guess it was around for about a year only in the early 90s and just didn't sell well. So obviously they pulled it off the shelves while they are celebrating the 30 years of it, I guess, by bringing it back.
Oh, no.
Which, I mean, if there's ever a time to bring back something from the 90s or the early 2000s, now is the time because everybody loves that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
However, if it still tastes the same and people didn't like it then, I don't see them liking it now.
I would think all you had to do is take the coloration out, right? And it's the same. I don't know.
I don't know.
It didn't taste the same.
I mean, but I think a lot of this, they flavor with Pepsi. It makes it that color.
Okay.
So then you got to find a replacement
Gotcha.
that tastes the same.
Yeah. So it looks like as of right now, they're not saying that they're putting it back in stores, but they are doing a little sweepstakes on Twitter. So you could be one of 300 people to win some Pepsi Crystal. But just by tweeting a photo of yourself from the 90s using the hashtag show us your 90s and the hashtag Pepsi sweepstakes.
They want you to jump through a whole lot of hoops to get a taste of some soda that didn't work.
It does end tomorrow, so if it's something that you are interested in, you can jump on board with that. Now, this story is crazy. It's gone viral over the last couple of days, but there's two parents in Arizona that are facing charges for child neglect after they left their 11-year-old kid home during the holidays. So,
I heard
this is like a real-life Home Alone story, but they did it on purpose. They didn't accidentally leave their kid at home. It was on purpose. Like I said, it was in Arizona, and it happened, I guess, right before Christmas. So the mom left town just before Thanksgiving, and the dad said he left just after Thanksgiving. But I guess the cops got a tip that the kid was home alone, so they did a welfare check on December 12th. And it sounds like he was home by himself there for 2 full weeks.
Yeah, because he didn't go to school.
At least that they knew of, yes.
Yeah,
that's where the tip came from. He didn't go to school. They said luckily he was okay. He had enough to eat.
He had TV dinners and everything. Yeah.
But, I mean, you still can't be leaving like an 11-year-old home alone. So, yeah, his parents were arrested, and they are charged for child neglect.
Here's the cold thing that the police did. They didn't call and tell them. They waited until they got back. And they walked in the door. Hey, you're under arrest.
You guys have a good trip?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Come with us.
So it's unclear. They don't say where the parents went, even if they were together.
Yeah.
It's weird because it sounds like they left at separate times. So I don't know. I'm sure more will come out with this story because it is pretty fresh. But
I was left at home at 11.
I was
For 2 weeks?
but not for 2 weeks. For like a couple hours.
2 weeks?
No, it wasn't 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, mine wasn't 2
The
weeks.
kid's like, wait a minute, I got an option to go to school or not? Psst, I ain't going. And the teacher's like, well, what happened? Nothing. Welfare check. Found out he was in there just chilling.
Yeah, just hanging out.
So
I mean, my parents left me home alone. Last thing I would do is go to school.
Where your parents? Man, they've been gone for a while. Wow. All right, listen, we come back. We'll talk about when did you have to apologize for just being too hammered. We'll talk about all of those New Year's Eve shows where the host had just a little bit too much to drink. If you don't know, we'll tell you about it next on Johnny's House.
This traffic center is brought to you by the one and only attorney Dan Newland.
Get back to visiting new and exciting places across the U.S. on Amtrak. It isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. Without busy airports or cramped car rides. With no middle seats, extra legroom, and even private rooms. Book now at Amtrak.com. Adventurous journeys just an Amtrak away.
Sometimes it feels like the world doesn't see you, at least not all of you. For people in the Black and Latinx community, that feeling can be a part of everyday life. The podcast In the Deep, Stories That Shape Us, takes a closer look at what's underneath, examining the hurdles people jump over every day just to live their lives. Listen to In the Deep, Stories That Shape Us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast. Being your true self includes knowing your status. Learn more and press play on what's next at knowmystatus.com. Sponsored by Gilead.
What's up, y'all? It's time for us to talk to those live streamers. It's our time just with you. You say you want to check us out, so let's hang out. If you got any questions or anything for us, we can get into it right now. Just Brian and I are in the room. So what are you guys doing right now while you watch us? Are you at work? Are you at home? Have you guys become friends on this? I mean, how does it work? So now you guys have to answer back. Just text over. Have any of you guys met friends during this? Because you're here every day. Hello, Serena. Betty, you're working from home. A lot of people working from home.
I know.
Look at that. A lot of working from home, heading home from work. All right.
Home from work. Okay, at least you went to work.
Yep.
Not that y'all ain't working. I'm just saying.
Any questions for us, man? This is our little one-on-one time with you guys. We're more than happy. A virtual family. Aww. Yeah, we was thinking about planning like a group trip this year, but with this headache that's going on in here, boy, I don't know.
Yeah, because you can't get people to take off the time.
Yeah.
And then commit the money and then have it canceled.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Let's see. We're friends as long as the politics are off limits. Yeah, we don't do political talk.
What y'all think about Joe Biden, though? I'm just kidding.
I love Joe Biden. It's Joe Biden. Are you guys going to have a Valentine's gathering? Yes, we are. We got something big planned.
Actually, yeah, it's going to be pretty cool.
Real big plan. It's going to be huge. It's going to be very special.
We're talking to the stream, Ray. So don't say anything cursy.
My knee, you know what's funny is during the break I was rehabbing it, and I decided not to get the tear repaired. So as long as I'm not shifting right or shifting left and trying to make a touchdown, I'll be all right. Oh, the crazy one. You're at home recovering from COVID. Lisa, you're single? Okay. I see you. I watch stream daily, but can't usually comment from my office account. But today I'm working from home. Well, okay. The knee after Baby DJ, man, I was in some straight up pain. Tashana, I'm not doing the donut challenge.
Why?
Because I don't want to do nothing. I'm taking a break from donuts for another year.
Because you're a man of your word, right?
That challenge was last year. This is a brand new year.
So the word stops every year?
Yes, absolutely. There's a expiration date. Oh, Lisa, you were the greeter at Baby DJ. Oh, yeah. Thank you. You did a good job. Everyone in your house tested positive except you. So you like Brian, you got that tiger blood.
That's right. That's why I wish I could test for Ray because I know I'll be negative.
I mean, people do that for their drug tests all the time.
But don't you want to know
Take
if you're
your
positive?
own pre-done cute. Now she don't want to know. At this point, it doesn't hurt you, so you're better off not knowing. Hey,
That's what I'm saying. I would rather not know.
Exactly. I'm asymptomatic. I don't want to know.
Ashlina. Just finished your morning 5K. Brian, you run a 5K every day?
That's a lot. That's 3 miles a day.
Everybody working from home. Working from home. Working from home. Working from home.
Go to the testing site in a pocket, I said, Ray.
Ray wants to know where she can get a negative test result.
I'm sure you can buy those.
Oh, of course you can. Yes, that's Detroit just walking in and cussing.
We're talking to the live stream in Detroit.
My wife and my brother-in-law all got it or have been quarantined. We had to FaceTime Christmas and New Year's. Aw.
You're making my armpits sweat.
You sweating?
She's stressing me out.
She'll know today.
Whoa. Yep. It's happening today.
Let's see. Manawab, hi, hello. How are you? The baby bump. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness.
It's going down today, Ray, one way or another.
You can get anything online nowadays. You can.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
here's
I'm
the
not
thing
trying
about
to
those-
like infect other people. If I am
Yeah.
asymptomatic, you guys are screwed. But
Here's the thing, though. They don't put a raised seal on those things.
I'm not screwed. I know
these
that.
guys are screwed.
Probably. Man. Ray, I will send you my paperwork. We can have your name on it. Believe me, people have done that.
I mean, I used to Photoshop my report cards, and it was fairly easy.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. All this just so you just get away for a couple days and enjoy your life.
You trying to social distance and they won't let you.
Yep. That's the world we live in. But I think things will change here in the next couple of months. It has to.
Well, as it starts to be more evident that it's not going to kill most people, yeah.
Let's see.
You guys, I do have an appointment now. I'm just now concerned about testing positive when I'm not sick.
Yeah.
When I don't feel sick.
Because the nurse called and said 110% of people tested.
She basically said, she said 90% are testing positive. And then she had to tell the story about the beautiful couple that had their trip planned on the cruise, and then they tested positive and
I'd be
couldn't
like,
go.
hey, I'd go back to like a.
There was not to freak you out, but there was actually when I went and got tested the other day, there was a family that was getting tested because they were going on a cruise in like the next couple days. The dad and the daughter tested negative, but the mom tested
I'm sure they thought about it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I
like,
mean,
all right,
Missy
see
has
ya,
to
Mom.
get Missy has to get tested today too.
I'm sure they thought about it.
What if one of you comes back positive?
We're
Will
both
the
not
other
going.
still go?
No. I mean, I would have.
Hey.
I don't know if Missy would have been like that.
If it was a family and I tested positive and I would insist they go. Y'all go. Just go.
If my dad tested negative and my mom tested positive, he'd be like, "Well, that sucks. I'll bring you out something home. Maybe bring you home a keychain more."
Bring you home a shirt that says, "Don't worry, Mom."
Don't worry, Mom. All right, y'all, we got to go on the air. Deuces.
Fun times. Bye.
Nine,
Uh-oh.
9:23 and Johnny's house.
It's gonna be partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now, it is 64.
So, Troy, this Andy Cohen thing is still going on.
I love this. Every time you go on social media, somebody's resharing the video, whether they're like making a meme out of it or just wanting everybody to see the chaos that Andy Cohen caused on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I just cannot get enough of it. I love that he got so hammered on national television that he was just like not a care in the world. This guy was taking everybody out,
Yep.
not thinking twice about it. I love that he came back and he said the only thing he's sorry for is what he said about Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
Which, that was a
And he
bold
said-
move to even apologize for that.
He said that sober. He's like, this is
Yeah.
the only thing. Anything else, I don't apologize.
Yeah.
Man. Troy, you ever get so drunk you had to apologize?
Yeah, but like the drunkest that I've ever been was when I was in Canada with one other friend of mine who was also that drunk. So, like, I mean, if there were people we had to apologize for, we didn't know them. You know,
Okay.
like I probably should have apologized to the bartender because I remember the last thing of the night was harassing him because he was trying to cut me off. And I was
Yeah.
like, it's your job to actually pour the shots that I order. So,
But you
two more,
didn't.
please. And probably the taxi driver because I think I talked to him the whole way back. First of all, I don't even know how we got that taxi. I don't know if it was a legit taxi. I don't know if we took somebody else's taxi. But I just remember sitting in there like trying to hold a conversation with this man, but I made no sense. And my
Wow.
friend was like puking in the seat next to me.
In his car.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
You're
I
the worst.
should apologize to them. I just don't know how to get a hold of them.
It was one of the last cruises we did, and I was beyond. And my friends were with me, my friends from North Carolina, and they knew it. So they escorted me to my cabin. And the whole time because I'm a grown man. Y'all can't tell me all night, and they just kept pushing me. And I had said some things. I said things. And they pushed me in the door. And when I tried to come out, they were outside the door until I finally fell asleep. So the next morning, I went on the pool deck. They were all on one side, and I forget, Laura and her girls were on the other side, and I went and hung out with them.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
You knew your place. Yeah.
So finally, I said, "Can I talk to you guys?" Yeah, go ahead. Man, first of all, don't call my mom and tell I'm on no type of drugs. It was straight alcohol. Let's get that out of the way with. And I'm sorry, man. I blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, man. But do you know what you said? Nah, good, because we got a video.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's awesome.
But sometimes you have to have the video proof because if you're trying to tell somebody what they did the night before and they don't remember, it's easy for them to deny it.
I think I've never gotten to. Once you see yourself like that, you don't.
Yeah.
I hadn't gotten that point. It was bad. I mean, it was real bad. And one still wouldn't talk to me, and I had to get him in the Bahamas and tell him, and he said, "Man, don't ever talk to me that way again."
Oh,
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
You're
you're
100%. You're
apologizing.
100% correct. I should never talk to anyone that way, ever. Brian, you ever have to?
I probably should have numerous times, but I never have actually apologized to anybody.
Man, it's gonna be a rough little cruise if I ain't apologize.
No, I got you. I generally try to find something to hold on to for why I don't have to apologize, and then that's what I stick with.
Really?
Oh my gosh,
Like
Brian.
I probably still owe my wife an apology from the one time I got hammered and I threw up on her shoes, but I contend that someone just had put some Visine in my drink, like on Wedding Crashers.
Brian.
Visine.
Yeah, because I was totally fine, and we were at a pretty.
Have you ever really apologized before?
For what? For being drunk?
For
No.
anything.
For anything.
For things, yes.
Okay,
Not
all
for
right.
being drunk.
Okay.
No. We were at a pretty low rent stripper club, and the doorman's name was Stacy, and he was mad because he was trying to throw me out, but the owner wouldn't let him throw me out. So I'm pretty sure Stacy put something in my drink. So that's my excuse. So I can't apologize for something someone did to me.
So you threw up on a shoe in a cheap strip club?
No, at home when we got
Okay.
home. No, I didn't do it in the strip club. Come on, better than that.
Did you at least clean her shoes for her?
I mean, I cleaned up everything, and then she didn't talk to me for a couple of days. And I probably owe her an apology.
Yeah.
But how can I apologize for something someone did to me?
But there's no proof that somebody did that to you.
No, but I mean, other than I
there's
was
no
fine and then
proof
I wasn't fine.
Somebody did that to you, but there is proof that you threw up on her shoe.
No, she still has those same boots, and I cleaned them up nice.
Ray, you ever have to apologize?
I've actually had to apologize to Brian's wife.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I was man enough to apologize to her after I did it because I knew I made a mistake.
Yeah, because no one did that to you. You did that to you.
You don't know. What if I got drugged?
But you didn't.
What
You
did
don't
you
know.
What did you do that you had to apologize?
I bit her.
While she was drunk on tequila.
Like how
on
hard?
the cruise.
Okay, was she not paying you any attention?
No, I
And
just,
you just
like,
wanted to get her attention by
This
biting
is why
her?
I don't drink tequila. I don't know. She was standing next to me and I saw her arm, and so I bit her
We were
arm.
at the bar on the cruise boat. she just
Like hard? Like, was it
left marks.
aggressive?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, left
That's
marks.
why I
Did you
don't.
draw blood?
No.
No, just bruised.
But it left teeth mark?
Oh, yeah.
That's,
Ray!
Yeah. That's why I don't drink
You're
tequila
lucky, man.
anymore.
Hey, there's some people that feel pain. The first thing they do is punch. There's people
Yeah,
like,
I'm
wah,
lucky
wah.
she didn't punch me, and I'm
Yeah.
lucky that she accepted my apology. To be honest.
Was she like low key really mad about that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was mad
No,
for it.
It wasn't low key. I knew she was mad.
Yeah, she was mad for a hot minute.
Damn.
I mean, I would be too if somebody
Now,
hit me. Not gonna lie.
I'm just curious, how long after the bite did you apologize?
Probably next day.
The next
Yeah,
day?
because I was sent to my cabin
Yeah,
after
'cause
that.
that's when he got sent home. Yeah. Yeah, and she's quick about cutting you off if you can't handle the alcohol, which I mean, that I made it through.
That was the night that we took shots out of the ground.
Oh.
So there's your excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
see-
but I still apologize because I
Listen.
did
you
it.
don't know what that ground put in your drink.
That it was a
I
funny
took
thing.
the same shots. I didn't bite anybody.
After we got back from that drinking out, I went to my cabin. I was out the whole night.
Yeah.
I was done.
I also pooped my pants one night with
All right,
Brian.
listen, hey, I want to find out
I
when
wasn't
did.
there. I was
wanna
there
find-
when it started. I wasn't there when it ended.
Man, Ray, love taking this to that next level. We had nice content. It was flying. I want to find out, when did you get so hammered you had to apologize? Going to hook somebody up with a $100 gift card from Fox Wednesday. Every Wednesday on Fox 35, catch new episodes of I Can See Your Voice. And at 9 o'clock, Gordon Ramsay takes cooking competitions to new heights in Next Level shelf. $100. But you got to put your spill the story on the radio. Tell us how you got so hammered that you had to apologize. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The XL mobile for texting is 41067. You can tell everybody and they can see it on social media. And live stream, we were just talking to y'all one-on-one. You can drop a comment there. What did you do that you had to apologize because you had too much to drink? $100 on the line. We want to hook you up on Johnny's house. Johnny's house, 938.
Partly cloudy today with highs around 75. Right now it is 64.
Andy Cohen, yep, I was drunk on New Year's Eve. Yes, I was. And I said a lot of stuff. But the only person I'm apologizing to is Ryan Seacrest. Everybody else, I meant what I said. Want to find out, have you been so drunk that you had to apologize? Got a $100 gift card from Fox Wednesday nights, but you got to tell us your story first. All right, Austin, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, Austin. So what happened? You had to apologize.
So, yeah, this is extremely embarrassing. So there was this one time whenever I was coming home from Southern Nights. I was pretty lit coming from downtown, and I had two roommates, and we lived in this house, and I came home, and whenever I got home, rather than unlocking the front door, there's like a window next to the door. Rather than unlocking the door, I just busted through the window of the door and reached inside to unlock the front door and stumbled inside, went inside, passed out, and then the next morning woke up, glass everywhere, and my roommates were extremely, extremely upset because they thought that I was just like reckless and crazy and all of
that
other things.
All that's true. Did you have a key, Austin? Did you have a key?
Yes, I had a key, but the thing was I wasn't thinking properly.
I've been reckless after Southern Nights before.
That's what alcohol does to you. See, it makes you not think properly.
I can see. So you didn't go to search for your key. Your first move was to bust through the glass window.
Yeah, pretty much. I just put my hand right through the window. It was pretty easy to do. It wasn't like I had to use much force to get through it, but yeah, I still ended up doing it. It was really embarrassing. I felt so bad because they felt like their stuff wasn't safe because like now anybody could reach inside the house and get in there and like unlock the door. Also, I had to pay for the replacement window.
Of course you did. That's a given. That's a given right there. You bust out the glass, you got to pay to get it replaced. Dag.
Never did something like that again.
You hold on.
I'm actually pretty impressed that he just like.
But here's the thing. I can see if you didn't have a key.
Straight Hulk style.
Yeah, it's just like, forget looking for the key. Chrissy, good morning.
Good morning. How's everybody?
Everybody be high? Well, yeah, it's raised. I'm sorry about that. Chrissy, so what'd you do? You had to apologize.
I decided I thought it was going to be a good idea to have like a flask size dose of drinking before I went and got a tattoo, and I didn't eat. So by the time I got my tattoo and was ready to go home, my wife had to like escort me to the door because I barely could walk. And then we got in the car. She's driving me home, and I'm puking all over the place. And then she told me that she was asking me if I was okay, and I was just spitting at her. And then when we got home, our best friend, she had called him to help get me in the house. And he went to pick me up, and I guess from me puking, I had peed my pants. So they had to take me inside. They put me in the shower and let me sit in the shower for a little while, and they kept trying to keep me awake to make sure.
None of this happened while you were getting the tattoo.
No, none of this happened while I was getting the tattoo. By the time I was done, I guess the alcohol had hit my system.
And so you woke up the next day, and what did you say, babe? I'm sorry? How do you apologize for that?
I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I owe you my life right now for taking care of me. Because he's like, I just seen you like on your deathbed. She's like, I couldn't believe how I was taking care of you and how you were. She's like, I was scared. She's like, at first I thought I was going to have to take you to the emergency room because you were so out of it.
Damn. So, what were you drinking straight what?
I was drinking straight vodka.
God, damn. Goodness. Angel, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
All right, so what happened that you got so drunk you had to apologize?
All right, so there was this one night I went out to the club with my brother and our friends, and we go inside, and then at some point in the night, I leave the club to smoke outside. When I try to get back inside, they didn't want to let me back in. They wanted me to pay again to get back inside.
Of course.
So they didn't let me back in, so I kind of stayed in the area till my friends came out. Then at the end of the night, I came back, and I was more drunk because I went to another bar by myself. When I get back, my friends come out with my brother, and my brother, he gets in my face, and he starts yelling at me in front of our friends. And he's my younger brother. So I'm really drunk, and I've never lifted my hand against my brother. But at this point, I don't know what happened, and I just punched him in the face.
You punched your brother in the face?
I don't know what
literally
happened.
punched him in the face.
Well, that's what happened.
And he didn't expect it because I had never hit him before, and we're very close, so he didn't expect that. And it escalated from there. He kind of just pushed me away. Then my friends had to restrain me. I felt horrible the next day. I didn't even know how to look at my brother. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that to him. And I had never lifted my hand against him ever since.
Oh, yeah. Have you been that drunk ever since?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
It's like, look, now I ain't going to stop drinking.
What they saying over there?
I was going to stop hitting people when I drink. XL Mobile powered by Trinity Dan Newland. Interact need a check. Call Dan Newland. Someone said they were in a bad place years ago. Got way too drunk at Thanksgiving.
That's the worst, to be in a bad place and drunk.
At the family dinner, cursed out everybody.
Oh.
Passed out in the front yard. The whole family was there. Great grandma was there.
Oh.
Mom's Bible study was there.
Oh.
Had to apologize to all of them.
That's a winner right there. I was about to give it to Austin, who did the Incredible Hulk in the window, but this man got drunk in front of his mom's church group. Woo! $100 gift card from Fox Wednesday. Every Wednesday, Fox 35, new episodes is I Can See Your Voice, and also Gordon Ramsay takes on cooking competition, New Heights, and Next Level Chef. $100 for them because you had to get drunk and apologize in front of the mom's church group. Mom don't ever forget that one.
No.
Man. Let's get out of here. It's 9:45. All right, it's 9:49. Time for us to go out of here. Ray, we're gonna miss you one way or the other. We're gonna miss you. I think you're gonna be fine.
You're gonna have so much fun in
Yes, you
Jamaica.
are.
This time tomorrow, you're gonna be on a beach.
Yep, chilling. So
Yeah.
I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
You'll be
right.
fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Detroit, anything going on?
Nope, I have a doctor's appointment today, and that's about it.
I'm B.
Nothing, just a bunch of work around here, and that's pretty much it.
All right, Ryan Seacrest, take this thing. Y'all have a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.